in the 2024 general election, which had very high turnout, and I expect to see it again tonight.
Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
There are statewide races for the Georgia Public Service Commission as well as municipal elections across the metro area. We'll have the results tonight in WSB and on Atlanta's Morning News. 71 degrees in Atlanta, lots of sun for the next few days. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The city of Alpharetta is getting a new jail.
We wanted to keep a jail operation running up here, and so we decided to start our own municipal jail, which is what we're doing, and our goal is definitely to be open in the next couple of weeks, if not within the next month or so.
Public Safety Director John Robinson says when Fulton County decided to close the jail annex in Alpharetta, the city set aside money to repurpose the facility. They have 72 beds and are now in talks with Milton, Johns Creek, and Roswell to operate the jail jointly. A warning today from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy: if the government shutdown drags on into next week,
you will see mass chaos. You will see mass flight delays. You'll see mass cancellations.
With an increasing number of air traffic controllers calling out sick, Duffy says some of the nation's airspace may need to be closed. A day after the Trump administration said it would provide partial SNAP food assistance benefits, President Trump says nothing will be paid until the shutdown ends. Reporter Stephen Portnoy says it now goes back to the courts.
The groups and localities that have taken this into court say the administration is failing to abide by the Rhode Island-based federal judge's ruling, and now they want it enforced. A USDA official submitted a sworn declaration to the court yesterday saying partial payments from SNAP's contingency fund could take weeks, if not months, to distribute.
But the White House clarifies this afternoon, saying the president doesn't want to tap into an emergency fund any further to pay for the food assistance program. A former Atlanta Hawks executive could face significant time in prison after he's accused of ripping off the team to the tune of millions of dollars over several years.
Lester Jones joined the team's front office in 2016, working his way up to senior vice president of finance. But beginning in 2017, federal prosecutors say he used company credit cards and fake invoices to fund luxury trips, jewelry, and other personal expenses. In all, he is alleged to have stolen over $3.8 million, concealing the fraud by altering financial reports and falsifying emails to make personal spending appear legitimate. Jones has pleaded not guilty to one count of wire fraud. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in federal prison. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
New this hour, Forsyth County firefighters say this was not on their bingo card. They rescue a 10-year-old girl stuck in a tree 30 feet in the air. It's the second time this year they've had to rescue a kid stuck in a tree. 4 units respond to the call, removing tree limbs and raising ladders to get to the girl. They say she was back to the ground with her parents within 45 minutes and is not hurt. It is now 3:03. The Von Hessler Doctrine begins in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather in the 24-hour traffic center. Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, got some better news for those traveling 75 southbound through Marietta. Just had all lanes blocked and reopened. Got a crash off to the right, 75 south, just past South or right at South Marietta Parkway, exit 263. Still slow back up toward Highway 5, but hopefully that should start to improve. And just found a new stall downtown, 75-85 northbound, University Avenue, exit number 244. That is blocking the center lane. Southbound delays already in full force from the 85-400 merge, just trying to get down to I-20. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Edwards. Sunny skies today, high 68, lows tonight in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75.
70 in Tucker, 69 in Lithia Springs, 68 in Peachtree City. More news at 3:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
These people just make noise and basically waste our time.
Dear members of the media and the public, I welcome you.
Hour one of this week's Tuesday edition of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'm your host, Eric Von Hessler. All the doctrinaires are here. Tim Andrews, Autumn Fisher, George Clark, Jared Yamamoto. Jared Yamamoto came in today and he said, something happened to my wife and myself when we went to this EDM/jam band festival in Florida over the weekend. Halloween. And the first thing he said was, but I can't talk about it on the air. And I said, well, we're talking about it on the air. Because that's what it's all about when you have an experience in life. Now,
content.
Well, I hate that word, but yes, it does.
Snackable.
It's stuff. It's stuff to talk about, which is some people would call content. I just can't stand that word, content.
I've been to
over 50 music festivals, and what happened to start off our Halloween experience had never happened before in the history of my festival going.
And so here's the deal: if you're an up-and-comer and you're thinking about, well, I don't know, radio or podcasting, if you're going to destroy an individual, then don't tell a story. But this is a story about someone that Jared doesn't know. So you and your wife,
in our group of friends and family,
yes, and friends and family.
Yeah, I had my sister go with me, and her.
Your sister's a big festival Yamamoto as well?
She does. She loves going to festivals.
Oh, look at that. I'll be
Wow.
darned.
So she goes.
family
The
affair.
Yamamotos love a good music fest.
Her
You ought to have
fe-
Yams Fest.
We did. That was our wedding.
That was the wedding.
It was Yam Fest. And her.
Tim left early.
Her fiance,
Well, they
his
didn't have a
brother.
headliner.
Her fiance also brought his brother as well.
Yeah,
So
I
it
don't
was
care about all that. You
big
guys are
family
there.
affair.
You guys are there. And so the
Who
first
else
thing
was there?
First thing, no, we'll get to that a little bit later. That'll
We
be
had
in the-
Charles and Leroy.
That'll be in the footnotes of the show.
Just give me the hot dog. I don't care how it was made.
Here's the hot dog. They show up, and immediately they're kind of putting their tent together. And
Setting up our camp?
This dude, 65 years old or so, comes over, and he says, "Hey, man, welcome to the forest, and glad you guys are here, and blah, 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 and we're going to have a great time." And Jared's like, "Yeah, we're going to have a great time. It's great to be here." And he said, "Hey, man, if you guys need any heroin, I got it. So if anybody needs any heroin, I'm your man."
And
right?
my response was, "Gulp, that's great, but
Hey,
no thank you.
fantastic.
You blast off, buddy."
So you gave him a kind of you do you kind of situation.
Exactly.
And then he went and did him. He went back to his car.
Didn't have a
tent,
campsite.
Didn't have a campsite or a tent. And all of a sudden, within a few moments or so, they're noticing that this guy he's in the front seat of his car, or is he just kind of
He's
passed
kind of
out?
sitting up on the side of his car with the car door open.
Okay.
And we just
And he's
noticed
frozen,
and he's just
basically.
completely frozen in place. And we're like, that's not normal. And we go over and look at him, and his head is kind of propped back, and he's breathing,
He's
but
nodded out.
But he's not looking good.
Good way to put it. He's nodded out.
Yes.
And as he continues to nod out, then other people come around and say, "Hey, what's with your buddy over here?"
Yeah, your
hey, he's
buddy.
not my buddy. But you guys call like 911, whatever is there. The
Yeah, we went and looked for just some of the festival medics.
Yes, yeah, the narcs. Trying to find some
Hey,
narcs.
man, don't narc on my dying friend.
Yeah.
So between the time that
I'm
you're
trying to escape these mortal coils.
you're still monitoring him, it's getting worse. He seems less and less with it. And closer to death to you at some point. And
Yeah,
then
he
in the middle
started,
of
his
it,
little feet were starting to kind of like turn colors. So
Yeah.
I'm like, that's
little
not
feet.
good. Yeah.
That's not his little feet.
Were
They've
they
been-
playing?
Little feet were not there.
Oh.
So then at that point, like a 20-year-old girl pops up from the back seat.
From the back seat of the car, had no idea she was there the entire time.
And you guys are like, "Hey, where are you coming from?" And she's like, "Well, I'm just partying with him."
Yeah, I'm just hanging out with him, is what she said. I'm like, well, he's not. And I'm like, well, he's not looking great. And she just kind of looks at me blankly, and I'm like, oh,
So
okay.
she's totally heroined out as well, but she's not dying.
Yeah, she's not dying.
And this guy apparently is heroined out and is in the process of dying.
Yes.
So they come back, they get him, and they take him away, and they Narcan him or whatever, and they revive him. And then how much later before you see him again?
We saw him probably about, I guess,
When he comes
six,
back to
six
the site.
hours later.
6 hours later, he comes back to the site, and he brings them beer to say, "Hey, man, let's have a beer together. I really appreciate you calling the authorities." Like, so
Yeah,
6
man.
hours later, you're having a beer with the guy. Now, whatever became of the 20-year-old? Because I know you told me that the medical people asked about her relationship, and she said he was her father, in which everybody giggled.
Yeah. She's like in her 20s,
Yeah.
and he's in his 60s. And
I don't know what that is.
Love that song.
It's a great song. Don't get me wrong.
Is that the theme music to this?
Seriously.
Welcome.
And she's like, "Oh, that's definitely my dad." And then the medic starts asking, "Well, can we get some of y'all's contact information?" I'm like, "I don't really know him." Like,
Yeah.
and
Yeah,
everyone
why are you
around the
getting
group,
dragged into
And
that?
I'm like, she should probably go with him because she was in the car with him.
And did she?
And she did go with him, but you could tell she was kind of like looking reluctant.
Well, she had to
and-
be with somebody. At this point, she's heroined out. If this guy goes and dies somewhere, who does she party with for the rest of the weekend?
Exactly. So
When he came back, was she in tow?
she did come back, but did not come back 6 hours later like he did.
Okay.
So I think she was coming to hang out with him when she needed something, if that makes any sense.
Well, that makes a lot of sense. And if he was in his mid-60s, he's more than happy with that arrangement. He's not looking for love.
Yeah, I got needs. She got needs. At least I didn't miss Goose.
We both love music.
Yeah. I love Goose.
What are we Swiss gonna
Hang on, baby doll.
I'm just gonna sleep for just a little bit.
Yeah, you go take a nap. I'll cook up here in a minute.
We can do it. We can keep going.
I think I ought to wait until maybe tomorrow morning.
Keep going, man.
Hey, come on. Can't you keep up with her or what?
Come on.
Here's money.
Listen, I think
we won't shoot this one. We'll just bump it.
All right.
I would think that at any time, if I had been revived, I was dying, and I had been revived, whatever my weekend plans were, they are immediately canceled.
Yeah, it's time to go home and enjoy being alive.
Yeah, there's no, oh, okay, well, that was a thing that happened. But again, I don't want to miss Goose or whoever the headliner is.
That night it was Parcels.
I don't know. Well, that makes more sense.
I like envelopes.
Parcels, envelopes, baggies.
Yeah.
This is like
Vials.
you were on the brink of death because of this thing called
Feet
Narcan.
changing colors. You were knocked out.
And then the way that how does that
He's
not
got
cancel
diabetes.
your plans?
Why
What's
you
that?
gotta be like that?
Well,
Yeah, man.
Is that what he told you?
He got diabetes.
Is that what he told you?
He shoots up in his toes too much. He can't stop.
Tomorrow we're only doing ketamine, mushrooms, alcohol, and maybe some weed.
Oh,
and
this is
maybe
good. So you're
some-
managing.
Yeah.
You got to manage the
No
whole thing.
opiates.
Yeah. Okay. Very good.
No,
Yeah,
you
take
gotta
it.
lay
Maybe.
off. You gotta take a break
Well, there's
Okay.
always Sunday.
from that stuff.
This is your friend Mandy.
Huh?
You gotta take a break, man.
Oh, my daughter?
Yeah, this
No,
is your
This
daughter.
is your daughter
Yeah,
or not?
daughter.
A lot of people aren't
No,
believing.
she's like my old man.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
my young lady.
Okay.
You know, how Eric always brings
So
up
tired.
Grandpa Ecstasy.
Uh-huh.
You embody that,
I'm
sir.
Uncle Harold.
Well, yeah, he was, yeah, Grandpa H or Uncle Heroin. Yeah, I
I'm
don't
gonna
know.
lay down.
Yeah, take a nap, baby.
Wait, Mandy, you okay, man? I want to make sure that you're.
I'm just so tired.
Yeah, I know. I think what they say in these situations, go to sleep. That's usually the thing that they say is you can't go wrong if you immediately go to sleep.
Yeah.
Uh-oh, we're losing her.
Anybody got any Narcan, man?
Hey, just push her closer to the stage. The music's loud.
You could do a little. You could
Put her
do
right
a
under the
little of the candy, the nose candy.
Lay her down.
I got some adrenaline in a bag
Now, one or two things going to happen with this 20-year-old. Either in 20 years, you're either going to go, wow, I can't believe she got it together. What? She's the CEO of who? Or more likely, you were witnessing the beginning of the end. You were witnessing actually
Probably.
two different people. You were witnessing with the older guy, you were witnessing the end of the end. And with this 20-year-old friend, you were witnessing the beginning of the end.
Yeah,
Really sad.
Yeah.
I-
Did she look? Did she look like
real
years?
sad.
Hold on, I don't go. Come on.
Makes me miss everything.
Yeah, don't. Come on. I can take a lot of
They
things.
all left me.
You want more candy? Is that what you want?
Yeah.
They
All
don't
right,
like
here.
me very much.
Here, get in the back seat. Take this and shut up.
There she is.
Let's just say
I just need to puke. and I'll be fine.
Here's a sack.
again, I've been to tons and tons
Yeah,
of
that's
music
another
festivals,
thing
but
that
I have
worries me. You just
never
said
seen
you've been
this
to 50 festivals.
easily in my life. 50 festivals. I've never seen
You
anything like
judged
this
on
before.
that.
He enjoys his life.
Okay, that's fine. But I mean, at what point do we start putting the L on top of this as he ages, as he gets closer to 40? Is it 60 festivals? Is it 70?
I don't know. I don't
Does
know
he
where
become one of these annoying people at Springsteen concerts who never stops telling you how many times they've done this before? And that's, that guy gets the L. Not because he loves music or Bruce Springsteen, but because he doesn't realize
Or
that
gal.
it's not all that. No, okay. Say what you want. But the guy who's seen Springsteen 175 times is very rarely a gal. Let me just say that.
Sounds like a Fish Pit fan. Somebody in a pit.
Yeah, and they're always super annoying because what they don't. And the thing I hold against them is not that they're music fans or they're Springsteen fans. What I hold against them is they don't seem to realize that no one alive is interested in how many times they've seen Bruce Springsteen, and yet they can go on and wax poetic about it.
Oh man, that 8th
for
time
hours.
was my best time.
Yeah, what was
ever.
your favorite time? Like they all had to come,
Well, at least Bruce, it's the same set everywhere you go. With Fish, it's like, you should have seen David Bowie in '98 at the when they played Hampton. It was awesome.
Well, you're one of these people.
Yeah, but I'm not one of
You
those
are.
people. I go, yeah, it was a great show. End of story. I had fun.
And if I can defend festivals for a
That
second.
was the night they noodled for hours. Yeah, that was different.
Weird. That's weird they did that.
And if
Like, you enjoy myself for 10 hours.
And at least with festivals, they always have different headliners, different lineups. And what I really liked about Halloween, at least going for my first time, was the marrying
The
of
heroin.
No,
The
not at all.
the readily available.
Yeah. Well, I mean, everybody in our group's like, oh, so this is what this festival is. And thankfully, for the rest of the festival, nothing like that happened.
What I want to
And
know
you
is the
saw-
girl. I'm interested in this 20-year-old girl. Did she already show the ravages of her lifestyle on her face, or you were truly witnessing the beginning of the end?
It had to have been the
pretty
beginning.
girl.
Yeah, she was attractive.
All right, well,
she was attractive.
Catch up with her in 10 years.
Probably about 24, and
All of
was
her teeth?
definitely had all of her teeth.
Yeah,
Was
my teeth.
All right.
was definitely
Catch up in 10 years.
Definitely hooking up with a
I love
60-year-old.
ketchup.
Yeah, she's gonna look
I want
like
ketchup.
her face is gonna look like it has been left out in the sun for 30 years in 10 years.
Probably.
She'll be fine. I'm a dentist.
Someone left her face out in the sun.
Hey, that's a good song.
And I mean, this guy, I mean, his car was kind of had like balding tires, and it was kind of messed up.
you're saying he
He doesn't take care of his car?
Well, you say that it turned. This was the clue. This was what made you clue into the idea that maybe he's not the most successful person.
Crazy.
That's what it was. Yeah, it was the car.
It wasn't the fact that you met him and 5 minutes later he was in a catatonic
feet were
heroin.
He didn't take
But
care
his
of
car, his tires are all bald.
That's upsetting.
Are you saying this guy doesn't get ahead of life and he
would
lets life happen to him?
I would expect Mandy, the girl, to be looking at the tires. Like,
Oh,
oh, this guy's got some.
She met him 15 minutes before.
Need a ride, honey? I got H.
Get in the old H.
The
Mobile.
H-Wagon.
H-Wagon. I did not understand heroin.
Me either.
I don't understand how people with the track record, like how somebody, you know what? Because if you don't take it the first time, you're in zero jeopardy of ever becoming addicted to it. If you never take it, you just no way that you could ever become addicted to it. And then you just look at the history. And I guess there are just people who step up and go, nah, I can tame that horse. I'll get on that. I'll break that horse. It won't break me. And I suppose maybe that's happened a couple times, but those aren't famous situations. All the dead celebrities and rock stars, that's quite a mountain of evidence of what could possibly go wrong.
In fact, he brought it back up again when he came back to the campsite and brought the beers to share with us.
Hey, we still got some heroin.
He did mention, he said, yeah, I had my hip's been jacked up for a couple of years now, and the only thing that
that's
really
why.
gets it is the H. And I'm like,
Yeah.
and I'm like, okay, bro. I'm like,
All right, great.
Why did he just get a hip replacement? you don't need heroin.
Well, that's because then he wouldn't have an excuse to do the heroin,
I
Shelley.
see.
You understand?
Oh, okay, all right.
Thank you for calling in, Shelley Winter.
I'll take my
Appreciate it.
answer off there.
So overall, though, great festival. Really enjoyed it. I missed you
great
guys
time.
yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Well, we missed you as well. So it's election day. Did anybody vote?
Yeah, I went up to Virginia, and then I went over to New
No,
Jersey.
I mean, it's election day here as well.
I will be voting after the show.
Oh, well, aren't you a good, responsible citizen?
Thank
Ladies and
you.
gentlemen,
Thank you.
You better
Thank
be
you.
clapping
Thank
on him.
you.
I can't see you,
Thank
but you
you.
better be.
Thank you.
I don't believe in voting.
Thank you. You know what?
I'm getting there.
Because now in Fulton County, at least for today, the polls will be open until 8.
Well, why is that? I read that story, and here's the one thing the reporters forgot to put in the story. Why?
Why?
Like, what was the complaint? And why is it that in the city of Atlanta you can go to 8, everywhere else in the state you're going to be done at 7?
I'd have to look into it again. I can't remember.
Was it what was that? Who am I criticizing here? Be honest with me. I know it's in-house. It's either my newsroom or the one upstairs.
It is WSB TV.
Yeah, okay. Can you just put the idea, like, it's... This story says it was supposed to be 7, and then there was a complaint, and then a judge said, okay, be 8. Nowhere in the story does it tell you what the complaint was or what the reason why is. Am I wrong? It's a short story.
I'm reading it right now.
I couldn't see exactly what it was. Maybe Bill Crane will be able to
Bill
tell
will
us.
know. He's up on that.
He knows everything.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We don't have to drain his brain for that one. It'll just be falling out.
Yeah.
I think
of
it
his
was
ears as he walks in.
I think it was specifically for me because they knew that I was getting off at 7. They're like, we need to make sure that Yamamoto goes.
Yeah,
to
well,
vote.
here's the thing. I would have stood up at that meeting and said, he may not be getting off till 7, but he doesn't start till 3. So when are we opening these things? 7 o'clock in the morning? I think he's got plenty of time to vote.
I had to, take care of some things at the house.
Yeah, haven't we been voting now for 3 weeks? And Atlanta needs another hour? Come on.
Yeah, it's the daylight savings thing.
Yeah, we've been voting.
What time is it?
Voting for 3 weeks, and the city of Atlanta needed
But I knew it
another
was coming,
hour.
and I was getting my extra sleep because I was preparing for this
That's
hour.
right. Because you wanted your clock to be. Hey, by the way, we were looking at you right before we went on, and you had this resting bee face that was like something we've never seen before. Like
I know. I was very upset by my perimenopause jowls.
Oh,
they were showing.
Is that what you were just looking at that, going?
No, I wasn't. I didn't. I was.
You were just. There was this
camera.
moment you were frozen as that Grandpa Heroin was. You were just kind of like frozen, and you were just
I was not looking at the camera. I was like looking at my Excel spreadsheet.
Oh, I see. What are you Excel spreading?
I am finding trivia team averages and stuff. Like how many people are there?
Wow.
Each month.
Is that? Oh, you got to run the whole thing, huh?
I'm trying to add, a little bit of money.
Oh, so you want to take
year.
the pitch to somewhere else and say what you need is you need to get rid of whoever that witch you have doing
no.
trivia.
I'm gonna increase my fee.
Oh, based on what I've. Oh, you got a pitch going. You're selling more alcoholic beverage because of me, so I should get more money.
Yeah, the people I'm bringing in this percentage more from the start of the year to the end of the year, or like from when I first started to now.
Right. Now, is that 10 people or is it like 100 people?
Well, I don't know yet. I'm figuring it out.
Okay.
That's why I had that face.
Why wouldn't you? We thought it was her resting bee face. It's her Excel spreadsheet face.
Like relaxed face.
So,
I thought it was a road hard put away wet face.
Wow.
This is bad.
Wow, that's not what I thought. I
You
thought what a just a cherishable face. That's what I thought.
Sometimes you're a lady and you get a little older and
You
your
know what?
face
Listen.
and gravity start to fight.
Here's
with
the
each other.
thing. This is the thing. We're all listen. I want to put this out there, and I just want now. Obviously, someone like me, I'm further on the scale than most people.
I was telling you yesterday.
But even good people. But even good-looking people. All right. Here's the secret. We're all a little bit ugly. There's always something.
Not everybody.
Even the best-looking people. If you really
There's always
dial
something.
in, there, one eyelid's a little bit longer than the other. Nobody's perfect.
She's got those long eyelids.
Nobody's.
You know what that means.
Or like one eye just won't be completely square up with the other eye. There's always something, and then it's like the spectrum, and then you get to like people like me who had to learn how to be funny.
You're a handsome guy. Get out of here.
Oh yeah, come on.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks, come on now. It took me 61 years to hear that.
That's true.
Finally,
Not
someone
even
said
from
it.
Jane. Well, he's tolerable.
Yeah. Well, no, we grew old together, so
Oh,
that
I
doesn't
see.
count. That doesn't count. That's like when you don't notice that your children are growing up until all of a sudden
You went
they're
faster than she did.
over the edge.
Well, getting older together, you kind of outpaced her.
Well, she's older than me.
I know she is, but
You're
I'm
saying I went over
but
the
you
edge.
look older than she does. I saw her the
Yes.
other night. She looks great.
Yeah. And see, so now you're telling me that I don't look great after you just told me that I look good. Where the hell do you stand on my looks, Tim
It's
Andrews?
a backhanded
That's what
compliment.
I
Well,
want
I was
to know.
just trying to make a quick joke.
Yeah. Oh, so there's no meaning in
And
it
you didn't get
whatsoever.
it.
I didn't get it because I don't get most jokes. I don't have much of a sense. I don't have much of a sense of humor.
That's okay. I don't get sarcasm. That's why I sympathize with Jane.
You're like my wife. My wife, you guys always answer sarcasm. All right, that's it. Show's over. I don't feel like doing this anymore.
Well, hey, when you turned 55, how long ago was that?
That was 6 years ago. I'm
All right,
61
when you
years
were-
of age.
There was the old double nickel.
Yeah.
And I kept saying, "Wow, that's old. That's old."
Uh-oh.
And that's what
Now-
I turned.
oh, that's right, today.
Yeah, but it's
Yeah.
I wouldn't. But it's the double
Oh.
nickel, and I was like, "Oh God, I'm not going to be touting that."
Today, you should tout it because it is Tim Andrews'
loud and proud.
birthday. He is the old double nickel today.
Yeah. I made it
Get your
to.
double nickel year.
Happy birthday, Tim.
It's like your
55.
Jesus year, but it's your Eric year.
It's my Eric year.
It's your, let's call it the double nickel year.
My double nickel year.
You should be so lucky to make it to the double nickel.
I hope I make it to the double nickel. Which
That would be
is
110.
Yeah.
You got this, man. We got drugs for that.
You got this. We're
Heroin?
all going to live to be 110.
Hey, don't ask any questions, but you got this.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah. Nobody knows why or how, but you got
But
this.
your skin's falling off. Don't ask why.
Did you stay up early? Did you watch Jimmy Fallon so you could find out who the sexiest man alive is?
Was it me? Oh God.
It wasn't Trump, and it wasn't me.
I want to recount.
Even for all the great things Tim Andrews is always saying about my looks, I did not. Once again,
No, I did not.
Overlooked.
Well, it's somebody I've never heard
Jonathan
of.
Bailey.
Why
from
don't
Wicked.
Oh, well, who does he play in Wicked?
He is Fiyero.
I never saw Wicked.
Who's
but-
Fiyero? Fiyero is the Scarecrow.
Is there something else? Why don't you just say the Scarecrow?
Well, because in the Wicked, he's...
Yeah, what I say to you, hey, it's a Ray Bolter.
Before Fiyero, in Wicked, he isn't a Scarecrow yet. In The Wizard of Oz, he is the Scarecrow.
Oh, this is pre.
Yes.
Is pre. Okay. Has he been in anything else?
He's
God,
been
even
a
the
couple
Scarecrow
things.
has to have some backstory.
Well, they all have. The whole thing is backstory. It's a prequel.
Stupid.
Well, it was it was a lauded Broadway
Well,
show.
the Tin Man
for,
used to be an
Yeah, he was-
accountant.
They actually
Well, it's
did-
important.
His wife left him, and he ended up in the woods.
The lion had an affair with the babysitter.
Take off your clothes.
they give an explanation for the lion, the Tin Man, for everybody.
Why?
In the
Aren't they
Wizard of
supposed
Oz.
to just be magical and they just appear?
Yes!
Why does everything have to
Oh,
have a
it was
backstory?
dream. She was dreaming.
They're
Yes,
farmhands.
by the way, spoiler alert, you are correct. This makes no sense. She was dreaming. None of these people are real. How can they have a backstory and a was another kid in the neighborhood dreaming the prequel?
It was a combination of dreams, a collab dream.
That makes it. You know what, Autumn? Good job. I had not thought of that. The whole
Thank
thing
you.
is ridiculous.
Boo, boo.
And the holiday season is officially underway. Dave Baker here for Coolray Heating and Cooling. You and I both know that there's nothing worse than having a house full of family and friends and your HVAC system goes all wonky. So right now, Coolray's offering up to $2,250 back in rebates and free installation with the purchase of a complete Carrier system. You take care of your family and friends, Coolray will take care of keeping everyone comfortable. Call or go online today at Coolray.com and book your appointment. Coolray and Carrier. Turn to the experts.
We are here with CFP Matthew Decker of the Vincent Financial Group and host of Retire ATL. And Matt, you have created a 20-question guide that asks the pointed and sometimes uncomfortable questions about where you stand in retirement. And you have to ask yourself, who is your guide?
That's right. Who is your guide? We sometimes think of retirement as like a mountain that you need to climb. And if you're going to ascend the mountain, it's important that you have a guide that has been there before, who has helped other people accomplish the same task. And we've seen that this is so important. There's so much value in the financial planning world. But if you don't know what's accessible, if you don't know what questions to ask, if you don't know what kind of value you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying, oftentimes you don't get it. So we created this guide to ask those questions and really point you in the direction of the type of service, the type of value that you should be receiving for the fees that you're paying if you're engaging a professional money manager or financial planner.
All right, so Matt, how can we get our hands on this 20-question guide?
We want to make it as simple as possible. So you can call us at 770-280-1488. All you have to do is tell the representative that you're looking for our 20-question guide. You can also go to our homepage, retireatlradio.com. You can send us a note there. Just let us know you're looking for the guide. We don't need your email address. You don't have to create an account. You know, it's not protected by some kind of paywall. This is something we want to provide to you for free so that you can know, am I getting value for the fees that I'm paying? It's complimentary, created by us here at the Vincent Financial Group. Again, 770-280-1488. Ask for the guide, or you can go to retireatlradio.com.
770-280-1488 or online at retireatlradio.com. And join us for Retire ATL every Sunday right here on WSB.
Investment advisory products and services made available through Impact Partnership Wealth, LLC, IPW, a registered investment advisor. Neither the firm nor its agents or representatives may give tax or legal advice. Individuals should consult with a qualified professional for guidance before making any purchasing decisions.
If your home smells musty and moldy, don't wait. Moisture and mold not only produce that old home smell, it can even weaken your home's foundation. At American Crawl Space Solutions, we stop the problem at its source. From encapsulation and waterproofing to mold remediation and foundation repair, we give you the right solution without high-pressure sales tactics. Get peace of mind with American Crawl Space Solutions, your best value in crawl space repair.
American Crawl Space Solutions, foundations too.
Don't miss Megyn Kelly live on stage with special guests Adam Carolla, Rich Lowry, and Charlie Cook on Saturday, November 8th at Gas South Arena. Get tickets now at MegynKelly.com. Presented by Y-Refi and SiriusXM.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic,
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 3:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio, news sponsored by Vincent Financial. Our top local story, it's happening now. Metro Atlanta voters head to the polls. State Elections Director Blake Evans says lines are not long.
We're seeing little to no wait statewide. We're seeing our great county election officials conduct a fair and lawful and convenient process for all of our voters.
Your power bill could be impacted by today's voting in Georgia. 2 of the 5 seats in the Public Service Commission are up for grabs. The PSC is the regulatory group that sets rates for utilities like Georgia Power. There are also a number of other races on the ballot in the metro area, including mayors, city council seats, and a number of referendums. The White House says it is complying with court orders regarding SNAP benefits.
The Department of Agriculture, as for the latest SNAP payment in the judge's order, put out guidance to states today on how to get that money to the recipients of SNAP.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says it's going to take some time to get the money to SNAP recipients. She's clarifying a social media post from President Trump today saying benefits wouldn't be paid until Democrats reopen the government. She says the president is referring to not wanting to tap into an emergency fund any further to pay for the food assistance program. 2 men arrested for last weekend's explosion at Harvard University's medical school. FBI Boston Special Agent in charge Ted Dox says the 2 men, ages 18 and 20, set off an explosive believed to be a large commercial firework.
There's no doubt what these men allegedly did in conspiring to commit a deliberate and extremely dangerous act could have resulted in casualties.
The FBI caught the men after their surveillance photos generated tips. No one was injured in the blast. Decatur is Georgia's first certified bird city. The designation signifies the city is doing education and outreach and working to protect or improve bird habitats.
A recognition program for cities or campuses to go about doing things that help create spaces that are good not only for the residents of those locations, but also for the wildlife, specifically the birds in that area.
Adam Betchell with Birds Georgia says, among other things, Decatur's preserved green space and has adjusted its lighting. It's now 3:32. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. In the 24-hour traffic center, it's Alex Williams.
Travel advisory up near the Mall of Georgia, I-85 northbound, just north of Highway 20 at Buford Drive, exit 115. Crash leaves only a couple left lanes open. You're slow back toward the 985 split. Use Highway 124 or 985 north. Those are some good alternates there. All lanes blocked and reopened in Norcross. Crash pushed off to the right. 85 southbound at Beaver Ruin Road, exit number 102. And you're jammed up 285 westbound, the outer loop out of Sandy Springs into Cobb from Georgia 400 over to Cobb Parkway, exit 19 there near Truist Park, where earlier trouble has cleared and all lanes are back open. Alex Williams, 95.5 WSB.
This is WSB meteorologist Christina Epworth. Sunny skies through this afternoon, high 68. Sunset this evening around 5:45. Temperatures falling to the mid-40s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48. Afternoon high 75.
71 in Conyers, 67 in Mableton, 71 in Alpharetta. More news at 4 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Scott Slade here to talk to you about your health, and I think it's real important to talk about what is most likely to kill you. Heart disease is the #1 killer of Americans, and the older we get, the more prevalent it is. But you can reduce your risk. Eat right, don't smoke, exercise, and be informed about what's going on in your own body. Like lots of potentially serious health problems, if you catch heart disease early, you vastly increase your chances of living a longer life. And that's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging scans take less than 10 minutes and screen with 98% accuracy for heart disease. Other scans, including brain and full body, are available too. Virtual imaging is locally owned and operated in Atlanta for over 15 years, so they can make you this terrific offer. A complimentary heart scan for you and your spouse with a few minimum requirements. So don't put this off. I've done it. Call Virtual Imaging today for your free heart scan. 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-7226. Or visit their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
As we all start to ponder the things we're thankful for, how about sparing a thought for your faithful garage door? Protecting your car from the wind and rain, standing guard against hurricanes and pelican poop. If crazy Uncle Mick ruins yet another dinner being overly thankful to a bottle of cheap hooch, how about you thank the hard-working garage door who's always there for you? Drive in and drive out. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We can help you show some love by keeping your garage door healthy and happy. clean and lubricate the tracks and rollers, or repair some old damage that gets on your nerves. And your door will stay loyal for years to come. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and treat him nicer than Uncle Mick.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
All right, so I think we decided. So nobody here on this panel is voting except for Jared Yamamoto. Autumn, are you voting in Baltimore?
Am I allowed to vote after the show?
Well, it depends on your local Baltimore
Let me
area.
check if my elementary school is going to be open.
Ask a judge. I do have an answer why Atlanta is open till 8, by the way.
Yeah. There's. I guess it's an easy thing to do.
Yes, apparently under Georgia state law, cities with a population over 300,000, like Atlanta, are permitted to keep the polls
Well, why
open.
don't they just say they're going to be open till 8? I don't understand. It's like, why did we not know that the population was?
I guess so. I guess
that's the metro Atlanta area, right?
Well, this right here is just
It's
for
just
the city of
Atlanta.
Just
right,
the city
right.
of Atlanta.
Metro, you get into a crazy amount of people.
Right.
Well, not a crazy amount,
I
but
know,
much
it's
more
just
than
funny.
800,000.
Just funny to me.
What's so funny to you?
It was
you find me funny?
I
Is that
found
it?
it comical.
Is that,
I
what
did
exactly?
find it comical.
Just
I
exactly,
can't explain.
Just exactly what was it that tickled
Do we need
you
to
about?
parse?
Well, parsing is fun at times. It's, I call it deconstruction, but then again,
it was the
I'm Ivy League.
Understood.
Right.
You're an Eli.
That's right.
You're the back and forth between you and Jared. It was amusing to me.
It was, but what made it amusing?
I don't know. It just
Oh, I can vote till 8.
Well, there it is. There's the delivered punchline.
Hey, there we go.
Well, now the question of whether you can or can't, but will you? Are you going to round up the kids and say, hey, come on, kids, we're going to go vote, and I'm going to teach you something about civil responsibilities in the United States of America and teach them how it's done?
Yeah.
So,
Say,
Mommy,
hey, come do this thing with me that you won't feel the difference at all.
well, okay, you could take a negative sort of, or one might say realistic approach. Or, at their age, give them the old mythology. Hey, your vote counts. You want stuff to happen.
I still believe, Autumn. Come on, you tell the kids. We make a difference.
You still believe?
I still believe.
You still believe in that if you vote for somebody, you're going to get change, you're going to get stuff you want?
I have been texting.
I can't wait 6 months to see what these kids in New York City think. Where's all the free candy? What happened?
Oh, and then I know watching Fox earlier today, the people that Fox is that they're interviewing now for Mamdani, it's all like they're going after the really old people that are probably
I'm afraid.
unhoused.
What, the unhoused and the old?
Yeah,
the old and the unhoused.
They're going for like a really dumb demographic.
They can vote.
Wait, are you saying old people are a dumb demographic?
No, but I'm saying like they're
He
trying.
just said that.
They're trying to.
Did you hear
paint,
that, MAGA? This is Jared
I
Yamamoto.
don't know what's going on.
I heard it.
They are trying to.
Do I get a donut?
I'll bring you one.
Is that the reason you vote? Because you
I
get a
am hungry.
donut?
I'm unhoused and old. Super dumb.
She's on donuts.
Yeah, it doesn't happen all that much. Super old people being homeless or unhoused. Do you just take on the vernacular of whatever the government says? We're calling them the unhoused now.
That's
and
right,
you just,
the
like,
unhoused.
Take it on?
Well, I just feel like that's a nicer
How,
way.
I
of-
just,
It's
how,
not
why is
nicer.
it? Well, I was thinking about this. Like a homeless means you do not have a home.
Right.
Unhoused, your home could have been taken away from you. Like you just woke up, like in the middle of the night, some large vehicle came, clamped itself to your house, and just pulled it away. Just like picked it up over you.
Like
and
repoed your house.
Yeah,
Hey, man,
like,
I'm untrailered.
you were
I don't like unhoused.
You were unhoused. It was like somebody came and took your house away from you.
I'm
right?
uncondoed.
Either way, you're sleeping under a bridge. So
That's true.
You can gussy up the language all you want.
Unbridged.
You're bridged. Yes,
Yeah.
you are. You are well bridged. Unhoused, but a plethora of bridges that you can use as a
Homeless
as a
is
mattress.
all encompassing. It doesn't matter what kind of unit you lived in. You just don't have a home.
I just thought we were past that. I mean, I don't, like the whole woke thing and everything was like, I don't know. I don't get involved in all of that. Some people say there's no such thing as woke. Okay, whatever. People have their opinions about stuff like that. But when it comes to, things like the homeless, that's just like, I thought that we would be back to homeless. I'm not one of these people advocating that the R word make it back to every playground in America to prove that we still have free speech. But I do think that we should just go back to homeless because that's the best way to describe.
What about both? What have we used? Unhoused and homeless.
Well, how could you be one without being the other?
That way
he's
they
the
have
unhoused.
He's the unhoused guy who does have a home. He doesn't have a house, but he does
No,
have
you
a
just
home.
Combine the two.
Yeah, I like that.
The unhoused homeless.
Prince Andrew is uncastled.
There you go.
That's
He
so
is-
sad.
I know.
It is so sad to see a person who's worked so hard and
So
dedicated his life.
deserving.
Yeah, and just just this service to the crown his whole life, and never thinking of himself. And then they all turn against him like that.
It's ridiculous.
I find it amazing.
And that sweating problem he has that
Never
he
did
can't
a
shake.
thing wrong.
I think it was it the New York Post had the best headline. The Andrew, formerly known as Prince.
Oh, I love that.
Oh, that is a good headline.
They take time to put those in.
They really do. They think about it. They think about it, and they're wonderful at it. So we're going to have an election today, and the only thing that really is the interesting stuff around the country. Obviously, New York City, will a socialist end up being the mayor? And then Virginia, you've got I just heard Erickson saying the lieutenant governor is really, really great, just a terrible campaigner. So seems to be losing to another terrible campaigner who's maybe not as bad, the Spanberger, who is worked at the CIA. This is just perfect for that area, Northern Virginia, of course. Have your senator be CIA. Why not? Why? Hey, that was behind her. Did people realize you never leave the CIA? Did people realize that? I love on CNN, former CIA. No, there's no such thing. So if Virginia elects this person, she will always put the CIA's concern before your stupid little living in a house somewhere in Virginia concerns. The CIA is bigger than you, and Spanberger knows that. She's going to get elected, and at least we don't have to search for her CIA ties. She wears them on her sleeve, so don't worry about that. So that looks like that one's going to go back to the Democrats.
New Jersey's kind of a toss-up now.
New Jersey seems like the polling is a little...
Apparently, the big issue there is...
Who's the Republican? He's got a super Italian last name.
He wants to bring back...
Citicini Setavelli or something like that.
Chinchilla.
His big pitch is that he wants to bring back plastic bags to grocery stores.
Oh, what a great campaign.
It's been
that's a way of tip of the iceberging, right? It's not really about plastic bags. It's about we were overregulated for a long time. So what he's trying to get across there is it's about plastic bags, but it's about government overreach, right, into your personal life. So it's probably a good issue. Is it the only thing? Like they elect him governor for 4 years, and the only thing he does?
Thing I'm voting about.
I was like, hey, look, I got my paper bags back. Hey, the state has never been worse off, but I got my paper bags back, and that's all I voted for. It's really good to have a low standard. Like if you get voted on that one thing and you
just plastic bags,
you do it the first day. You're like, okay, that was successful. You people should be reelecting me in 4 years.
I used to mail bags to people up in New York because they banned them in New York a number of years ago.
And you would just mail them up
yeah,
there?
I'd
Would you
jam as many as I could into a package and mail them up there to some friends of mine.
It's like a care package.
Yeah, because they used them for their cat litter.
Well, as
cat
we
litter,
do.
little trash bags.
Yeah.
As we do, although we have less cat litter to worry about these days.
I know. That's
What happened?
Oh, my cat Gracie. Just
good night, Gracie.
Had good night, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.
Stomach cancer. 16 years though for a cat.
Oh.
I think
that's a good life.
She was like 192 in cat years, I think.
And a half.
And a half. Point five.
Was that the one that you were going to build the outside thing for?
We already built the outside thing.
Uh-huh.
Now the other one's back in the house because
Oh.
we couldn't figure out which one was urinating all over the house. And then once we figured out, well, one of them turns out had stomach cancer. We probably have an idea of which one was sick. And it seems cruel to have one cat outside in a cat condo. Two can keep each other company. So we've had the other one back in the house again.
Time to get a new kitten.
So far.
Yeah, it is
we're
kitten
trying
time.
to get
Oh my
out of
God,
the
get rid of all
business.
the
Yeah, don't you love the little?
We're trying.
The little
Yes, I do.
pitter-patter of the
Yes, I
kittens?
do. Yes, I do.
That's the only good part is when they're little.
Yeah, I love it. But we're trying to get out of this business as we get older, and nobody wants to deal with that. It's bad enough that if my kids got to sit around and have a conversation about whether dad's got to go into a home. I don't want to. And what do we do with Chester? What do we do with?
See, you've already picked out a name. For your next cat.
It's the
Look,
worst
you're
name
ready.
Worst name for a cat ever. No, I think Marlo, our only cat's got another 4 or 5 years probably left, and then that's good enough. We're starting to push 70 at that point.
Why not a dog now?
Too much. I'll tell you what, why not a dog? I don't want to have to walk it around the neighborhood and pick up its feces.
Well, let your
That's
wife do
very
that.
simple. Very well. She goes out of town sometimes.
Boarding.
Sooner or later. Sooner or later. That's
You're
a
like,
great.
I will not take care of this dog.
I'm not doing that. I'm not walking behind an animal and picking up its.
Yeah, that's
just too much.
Picking
for
up
me.
out of a box.
What?
You're already picking up out
That's
of a
like
box.
mucking out a stall. Feels different to me than being humiliated in the neighborhood, bending down, picking up the the droppings
you
of my
find a
animal.
neighbor that doesn't take care of their yard, and then you launch a silent protest.
Well, that's not the way that I work. I believe in policing
I don't
yourself.
do that either.
No,
I
of
do.
course not.
It's been super cool in the mornings, and I feel really bad because I see my neighbors walking their dogs, and when you see the pile of you-know-what steaming,
Yeah.
and they're having to take the little
Yeah, no,
bag
thank
and
you.
put their hand over
No,
the
thank you.
Well, little dogs don't have those.
Wow.
You'd be surprised at what they eat.
I'm
Those
like,
little
no
dogs get
thanks.
wider and wider. Those little dogs.
I will not be a dog dad just because
I
of
will
that.
not. I'm just. Look, I had to be convinced to do it for my own kids. I'm not going to do it for an animal.
Don't be late because you crowdsourced your commute with a navigation app.
This might become a travel advisory. Yeah, they're in 2 left lanes.
Depend on us.
See some delays if they shut that ramp
To
down.
make sure you get where you need to be on time.
Jam starting at Langford Parkway, getting past Spring Street.
Local and dependable traffic 24 hours a day, 7 days a week.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
WSB Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Want to love your deck so much that you don't even want to go on vacation? Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors, and your new deck will be your family's favorite staycation. We do decks differently. Beautiful, high-end decks at a reasonable price. Materials you choose, and lots of options. With Nelson Exteriors, you'll get a high-quality, affordable, custom deck, handcrafted by our licensed and insured experts. For an extraordinary deck renovation, Google Nelson Exteriors.
The following is a paid commercial announcement.
This is Governor Brian Kemp. Georgians are used to affordable, reliable energy because of the good work of the Public Service Commission. As your commissioner, Tim Eccles secured a 3-year Georgia Power rate freeze and made sure our state's growth isn't hitting your wallet. Tim's keeping rates down and money in your pocket and standing against the Democrats who want hardworking Georgians to pay over $800 more per year. Keep Tim Eccles in the fight by voting early or on Election Day, November the 4th.
Georgians First Leadership Committee paid for this ad.
Rates are continuing to get better, and lots of folks are taking advantage of them by calling Myland. This is Scott Slade. Access the equity in your home with a home equity line of credit or cash-out refinance. Then use the equity in your home to pay off high-interest debts, student loans, basement or kitchen remodels, or anything else you need. These guys and gals are the best I've seen, and that's why I've been recommending them for over a decade. Local experts you can trust. Why would you call anyone else? Every month, Myland closes a loan that other lenders just can't do. Also, Myland wanted me to let you know they're still growing, currently hiring for their incredible sales team. If you or someone you know might be interested in joining one of Atlanta's premier mortgage lenders, give them a call. 770-817-2000. That's 770-817-2000. Online, it's myland.com. Spell it M-I-L-E-N-D. NMLS and Georgia Residential Mortgage Licensee 148769. Located at 8995 Westside Parkway, Alpharetta, Georgia 30009. Myland is an equal housing lender.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz, and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no, and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now. 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
EMC Security.
Our video doorbells are handy for seeing when packages are delivered or when the kids come home or even checking to see who is at the door. But what about when something more serious happens, like a break-in or fire? That's when you need a monitored security system. At EMC Security, we've been protecting Georgians for almost 30 years. Still locally owned, still no contracts, and still offering monitoring from just $16.95 a month.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Hey, y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Oh, always trouble when Eric tries to get into his corporate accounts. Always trouble. I'm in the first one, and then to go into the second one, like, oh, can we have your username? We're not going to ask Jared for this. This is what it says on my splash page. We love Jared. We love Jared. So we're going to let Jared, just if he gets into his first page, he'll be able to get to everything else. But you need to sign in again with apparently a username and a password that doesn't match the one that got you this far.
Did you try using Alex?
How come, Alex, what's my password? Like, that's not going to work. Oh, is that our AI thing?
I don't know your password, but I'm here to give you all the tips you need to pick the right plan for your benefits next year.
I like this, Alex.
Have you considered an HSA?
I have an HSA.
Why don't you increase the amount you put into it every month, and we'll double it?
I think I probably have to. I think I got a thing that said I'm out of my HSA money.
Uh-oh.
Why do you need that? Isn't that just for your...
It's a health savings account.
Health savings account.
I don't really understand all the things that I have. I just sometimes go to the doctor and they tell me, hey, you've got this. You want to use it? Yeah, sure. I have no idea.
Okay.
And then I just started getting emails saying, hey, your health savings account is low. What does that mean? If I get in a car accident, that they're going to send me away?
Yeah, I think
hey,
so.
We've looked at his
HSA.
Yes, HSA. He doesn't have enough. Just... I don't know. Just set him outside until he dies.
Take him to the graveyard.
Yeah. Just
You know
let him
what I
sit
want
there.
to do?
What?
I want to, be tax exempt throughout the year and then just pay at the end and take all the money that I would be getting taken out of my check and put it in a high interest yield savings account and make money from it.
Make yourself an entity.
All right. Well, here's the thing.
I do have an LLC.
Well, you would have to do all of your business through that LLC in order for that to happen. But here's the other part. Always seems like a good idea, but you have to ask yourself this question. Am I the accountant type? Because once you do that, see, when it seems like a good idea, but when the corporation takes care of all the stuff that you're supposed to do with your money in the right place at the right time, blah, 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 all that's done out of sight, out of mind. Once you take it on to yourself, then you have to remember you got to be on it all year long. It's not one of those things where at the end of the year you just go, oh, I'll do this. There is stuff that has to be done all year long. Some people have that kind of personality, right? Some people have that kind of personality.
Me. I have that personality.
You have that? Oh, do you now?
I do.
You are.
I pay. I don't get taxes taken out of my trivia stuff, and I pay that at the end of the year.
Well, that must be huge.
I save money for it.
Some big money.
Huge.
It's
amount
kind of
of money.
It's not too bad.
Kinda.
It's up there in the Zuckerberg zone.
Come on.
I don't pay attention to it either.
It's 25% of what I make each paycheck.
And you take care of it. Well, maybe you are the person. Then go ahead and do it.
Yeah, I do.
But
27% for work. Work is 27%.
If you suddenly become an alcoholic along the way, you may slip up. That's
what
I'm
I
saying.
know. I have. I have that money set aside, and sometimes I look at it like, man. That's good.
It'd be nice, right?
Let me just take that to the casino and double it.
Is Grandpa H around?
Yeah.
I got a surplus.
Sometimes I just want to find an old man in a car.
You
A
right?
little heroin.
Now, do you ever have money left over after you pay the tax bill?
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, but not my I still seem to owe at the end of the year federally.
Yeah. Well, they take you.
Yeah.
Well, maybe you need...
don't want. I remember the day. I remember a day when you would get money back. I would always get money back at the end. And
well,
now
you're
I'm
not paying in
owing.
enough then.
But I don't know how to pay in more.
Okay.
How do you not get money back? You have 2 kids.
I know. Well, I only claim one.
Oh, the other guy, the
I don't
ex-husband
claim
claims
one.
one?
The other one is mine.
Oh, is one adopted? I don't know who the mother is.
Are you able to do that after you get divorced? Like the father
Yeah.
could take one kid and the mother could take the other kid?
Yeah, instead of doing both alternating years,
Right.
we just do one. We just claim one.
Does one kid cost more than the other? Who's a better write-off right now?
Yeah, which kid do you claim?
Oh, they both have the same amount. It's like
Okay.
2,000, isn't it?
But if you could claim one, who would it be?
Oh, well,
I think
sometimes Ellie.
She's a snitch.
Sometimes Pete. Depends.
Yeah, it depends. It depends on whether she wants to curl up and,
Yeah.
watch.
The Office with me.
Yeah, is that-
wants to show me her weird music, then I'm all in.
That's your daughter.
Yeah, when it's Pete and I've asked him to take the dog out, and he's like, "Well, I'll do it for $5." Not him.
Well, listen, you have to admire the fact that somebody's going to go out and make some money.
Yeah.
And that means when you're old, he'll be there to take care of you because you ain't going to do it.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is Amco Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in Amco just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to Amco.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned Amco near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA
MCO.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Been wanting a new deck for your home, something that's built just the way you want it, but you're scared to pull the trigger? I can help you with that. Dave Baker here for Ben Hill Renovations. Right now, Ben Hill Renovations are offering special financing. No interest if you pay in full within the 18 months promo period. You're welcome. Visit bhrenovations.com today and schedule a free design consultation at your home. Ben Hill Renovations, creating raving fans since 1964.
We're having a party and you're invited. Join Centerwell Senior Primary Care for our free grand opening party. Come meet our care team and tour the new center. Plus, food, music, games, and more. Celebrate with Centerwell East Paulding on Wednesday, November 5th, off Charles Hardy Parkway near the Walmart from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Learn more at CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. That's CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. We'll see you soon.
You're building a deck or adding a room, that's wonderful. But if you skip hiring an architect trying to save money, well, the builder's going to need drawings anyway. They're going to hire an architect regardless and mark up their fees to you. That's why it's smarter to start your project at Sketchhouse. Hi, I'm Richard Taylor, architect at Sketchhouse. At Sketchhouse, we'll make sure your plans are code and zoning compliant, they'll be creative, and they will look great. You're going to save thousands of dollars with Sketchhouse Architects. We're going to make this easy for you. Go to Sketchhouse.com. That's Sketch, H-A-U-S, Sketchhouse.com.
Save money by getting pre-approved for your next auto loan at Coosa Valley Credit Union. We offer the most competitive interest rates in the market, as low as 3.49 APR when you open an account with direct deposit. This is Andy Harris, president of Coosa Valley Credit Union, inviting you to stop in a branch near you. You'll experience kinder banking with real people, not automation. Plus, with 11 locations in Northwest Georgia, we're always local and nearby.
Contact 706-235-8551 for more details. Equal Opportunity Lender.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 4 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by D. Geller & Son Jewelers. Our top local story, Election Day in Georgia. Hundreds of students in Atlanta are expected to march to the polls to cast ballots. Here's a report new at 4 o'clock.
It's the second time Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta have organized to march to the polls. Christopher Lambrey is a political science major at Morehouse and a member of the university's Student Government Association. He says they've been trying to get the word out that off-year elections matter.
These elections are just as important, right? Who your public commissioner is, who your mayor is, etc. These are just as important as Congress or as the president because they make real-life day-to-day decisions.
He hopes the effort becomes an annual tradition. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
Why today's vote matters?
Since we all pay electric bills, utility bills, it affects all of us in the pocketbook.
University of Georgia political scientist Dr. Charles Bullock says there are 2 races up for grabs today on the Georgia Public Service Commission, which is the group that regulates utilities like Georgia Power. There are also municipal elections on the ballot, and voters are not having to wait in long lines.
State Elections Director Blake Evans says voters did show up for early voting.
We had over 600,000 voters come out during our 3-week period for early voting.
15,000 voted absentee ballot by mail. Evans says we won't have to wait long to hear results once the polls close.
We will have the results posted. Our county election officials will have the results posted from their 3 weeks of advance voting, as well as their absentee by mail received through yesterday.
The other results are expected to come in quickly as well. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
And we'll have those results tonight on WSB and on Atlanta's Morning News. It is 71 degrees in Atlanta. Back to the 40s in the morning. How much of a warm-up in the afternoon? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. The city of Alpharetta is about to open its new municipal jail, which will operate in the facility that was previously the North Fulton Jail Annex.
When the county opted to cease annex jail operations on September 1st, city officials faced the choice of sending people to the overcrowded Rice Street facility near downtown Atlanta or operating the annex as a 72-bed city jail with its own 15-person staff and budget.
The services that come along with a jail the county was covering before, we're now having to cover that.
Public Safety Director John Robinson says they are in talks with Milton, Johns Creek, and Roswell about a jointly operated facility, and he says felony offenders will still be housed at Rice Street. Graham Trail, 95.5 WSB.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy warns of mass chaos if the government shutdown continues into next week.
You will see mass flight delays. You'll see mass cancellations, and you may see us close certain parts of the airspace because we just cannot manage it because we don't have the air traffic controllers.
This is day 35 of the government shutdown, which is now tied for the longest in U.S. history. A former executive with the Atlanta Hawks is in a world of trouble. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones, the former senior vice president of finance for the Hawks, used company credit cards and fake invoices to pay for luxury trips, jewelry, and personal expenses totaling millions of dollars. Jones has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of wire fraud. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in federal prison. 2 men are arrested for last weekend's explosion at Harvard University. Correspondent Michael Wallace has the latest on the investigation.
No one was injured in the early morning blast. U.S. Attorney Leah Foley says the 2 men, ages 18 and 20, set off the explosive in a locker at a medical research lab.
Is believed to have been a large commercial firework.
FBI Boston Special Agent in Charge Ted Dock says surveillance cameras caught the men fleeing the building and throwing their clothes in trash cans.
It's not some harmless college prank. It's selfish, it's short-sighted, and it's a federal crime.
The FBI caught the men after their surveillance photos generated tips.
Barrow County is dipping into its budget to help those in need. The county votes to use $30,000 out of the unassigned fund balance to support Meals on Wheels. The program provides food to mainly seniors who are homebound and not able to prepare their own food. It is now 4:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts with Alex Williams.
And finally, some better news for those
commuters heading up past the Mall of Georgia, Bill. Crash is completely clear. They held all lanes for about 15 minutes, then they were in the right lane, but it's all gone. 85 northbound, past Beaver Drive, Highway 20, exit 115. Delays stretch back into Swanee, but should start to improve there. Before you get there, 85 northbound, on and off that brake pedal from Chamblee Tucker Road up into Norcross. 400 northbound, you're seeing the slowdown in Sandy Springs from 285 up to the North Springs MARTA station. And we already know it's a slow afternoon into downtown Atlanta, Sky Smith.
Oh, absolutely. Get ready to tap those brakes because you are jammed up getting into downtown on I-85 South from North Druid Hills. On 400, you're almost all the way back to Lenox Road, and 75 South near Howell Mill. Your slow roll is going to continue all the way till you get to I-20. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upward. Sunny skies today, high 68, lows tonight in the mid-40s. Tomorrow, mostly sunny, high 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75.
71 in Peachtree Corners, 68 in Ackworth, 70 in Stockbridge. More news at 4:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 2 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. I'll tell you, one fella who's not only better looking than the host, but a better American than the host, because I guarantee you, unlike the host, this Wes Moss, he has either already voted or has plans to vote today. Tell me I'm wrong.
You are wrong.
So is this the races aren't big enough for you? That's what happens to most people. Can we be honest? It doesn't.
But that's so wrong.
If you were in New York City,
I haven't voted yet. You just asked me
no,
if I already voted.
No. You didn't hear the whole thing. I said, or has plans to vote before the polls close.
You know, I'm just gonna. No, I'm not.
Well, because there's nothing that's really calling you in, right? Like,
what about the energy?
If you were in New York City,
I'd be voting.
You'd vote for because it's the mayor. Now the energy, the public, what is it? The
public commissioners.
This is actually very important, and I paid zero attention to it.
Democrats might win.
I thought my audience might, be bored by it, but I'm bored by it. But isn't this where, like, the data centers and whether or not they can charge us all the money in the future? So I heard Erickson say we can't let a communist take this over. Is there a communist involved?
Democrat, synonymous. I don't
know.
I
don't think he would just
New
say
York.
communist.
That's
no.
York.
I know that with him, but no. Erickson was saying that in some of these state races, I was just getting out of the car, so I didn't get the context of it. But what I would say is I wouldn't mind a communist taking over the public. What is it called?
PSC, yeah, Public Service Commissioner.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that for a little while we push back against these data centers that want to roll all of their investment money over to us. Can we just get one good commie for, I don't know, a couple of years?
Maybe they'll get that nuke plant finished.
Plant Vogel.
they finished one of them, right?
Well, I know, but it's been over. They said it was going to be a certain amount. And
I want Wes Moss.
More. That's a crazy idea. I need to go vote.
I want.
You've inspired Wes to vote.
I better go vote.
I want the tech industries to have to pay for the electricity for the data centers. Now, if they then want to turn around and pass that to us in costs for different products or whatever, I'm fine with it. But Wes, I don't remember, I'm older than you, but I don't remember in the 70s and the early 80s us being told there's this thing called the internet coming and you all have to pay for the infrastructure. Now, you're not going to get the profits. Those are going to go to about 10 people.
That's about right.
And yet here we are now where basically the billionaires are saying, no, the one who's having trouble in the middle class, you have to bear the brunt of higher electricity bills so that we can build out these data centers so that these 10 people can become even wealthier. Am I sounding like Mom Donnie, or am I sounding like I'm making sense?
You might as well be in New York City, man. Holy.
This is what these tech billionaires have done to me. I've been a libertarian since like 1988, and this is what they've done to me.
Look, last week, and I don't even know how great of a topic this is, so we can skip it, but you asked me to figure out the future of jobs. Speaking of AI and data centers and all the things and the changes coming and the jobs destroyed and created. Is
creative destruction going to work at this time the way that it has worked in the past?
Well, we don't know.
I don't know
for sure, but there's never been a time that it hasn't. Never been a time that it has not.
Cars are driving themselves.
Yeah.
I just want to throw that out there.
Yeah, that's true.
Cars are driving themselves.
Sure.
Why is there a need for that? Could somebody please tell me why is there a need for cars that
I was in
drive
a taxi
themselves?
the other day. Guy said he said the same exact thing that you asked. He said, "Well, if the robots are going to do all the jobs, then how are we going to have money to go buy the things?"
Great question.
It is a
It's
hard
a
one.
Great question.
It's a very logical question.
I wonder if, and you study this stuff. I wonder if this class of billionaires in our era just haven't thought of that. Look, did the leaders of industry used to think about stuff like that? I don't know.
I'm trying to think of how it's a really hard topic, and I'm not going to say I have the best answer, but I do have an answer for it. And first of all, remember the statistic from last week. The Wall Street Journal did a 250-year evolution of the labor market. The one chart that was most interesting to me is the average work week. The average work week go back 100 years or 250 years.
Yeah.
was essentially 60 hours.
20 hours more than the average now.
No. The average is not 40. The average today is something like 34.
Okay.
So think about that. It's almost been cut in half. And yet we have this prospered economy. So we're working less on a relative basis over the course of history, yet we have a larger economic pie than we ever have, and there's more wealth in the United States. So you could have said, wait a minute, you're going to be working less. What are we going to do? How could people be working 34 hours? That's
Nothing's going to get done, right?
So what if, and here, and I'm going to preface it this way. And by the way, I have 25 brand new jobs in the future that they're concrete examples. But what if you think of it this way?
Is there one for me?
Lovable radio host.
That's still in there?
Lovable AI radio host. Think of the demand today. And I think of a household, and we spend 33% of our income on our house, whether it's rent or mortgage. We spend 17% on transportation. We spend 13% on food. We spend 12% on insurance, 8% on healthcare, et cetera. We spend about 5% on entertainment. That demand, that's just human demand that will never change. That is not going to change. Now, it'll evolve a little bit.
Okay.
But why would in 5 years we want anything really different? We still want a house. We still want to move around. We still want vacations. We still want food. So I don't see the demand changing.
Those are wants.
Those are
wants.
I threw in some needs. A house is a need.
No.
Shelter.
What I'm saying is, will you have the ability as the average 32-year-old couple to get? I know you want a house, but will you have the ability to get one?
I'm saying, regardless, you're spending money on housing.
Okay.
So it counts for
All
it.
right. Okay.
So that pie is still pretty much going to be there in 5 years. We're going to still want to have a similar set of goods and services. The demand will be there. I found the most comprehensive article that I could find on this is from the World Economic Forum. And the World Economic Forum, I think I'd quoted, it was in a Goldman piece, and they were quoting this. And I actually found the study. It was like almost 300 pages. And it was very complex. And the same stat that I gave you that you said, wait a minute, where are all the jobs coming from? They said we're going to lose 85 to 92 million jobs globally. Roughly 170 million new jobs will crop up.
All of this is about AI. So what did you just? Well, most of it is about AI. Most of it about all those jobs lost because you could be more efficient.
Right.
And what did you say the number was again?
So it was their 5-year outlook on the impact of AI, creative destruction.
85 million jobs.
85 to 92 million jobs will, according to them, World Economic Forum, go away.
And then how many would be replaced with?
170 million new jobs for a net gain of 85 million jobs. Now, globally, that's only about 7%.
I like that Jared just pumped his fist at me like the argument is over. Just because somebody did a study.
Next topic.
Like, we do have to live through these years and see if this happens. So what are these jobs that are going to... Now, are these jobs that we're going to make more? Because that's another thing. Hold on. The creative destruction over the last 250 years has created not just jobs, but you go up a level. You go up a level, you get a better job. So... are these jobs, that these 100 whatever million jobs, are they going to take people to a financial place they've never been before? Or are they going to hold steady? Or are they going to fall behind?
The other, I'm going to answer that in a second. The other big takeaway is that 22% of all jobs will change in some way over just the next 5 years. So 1 in 5, 20% is a
So
big
that's
number.
really being pushed by AI.
That is absolutely. And there's a giant hybrid now workforce where almost every profession will be utilizing artificial intelligence as a tool, it's a power tool.
Yeah, I'm already doing it. I'm not here right now.
So the question then, and this is why it's a hard question to answer, because it's actually predicting the future is a hard thing to do.
Yes, it is.
Making predictions
Well,
about the future
unless you're a wizard or
is
something.
difficult to do.
Yeah,
because
well,
it's
jobs
in the future.
more jobs than ever.
You got one of those cauldrons that bubbles over, but if you're just the average person, predicting the future is very difficult.
I've got a list of 25 brand new jobs, and I tried to make them colloquially. How do you colloquially? I can't say that word.
I have words. Yeah, I have words like that. That's just. I can't say deteriorate for some reason.
What would these jobs be? So there's going to be a massive what was that?
Body collector. All right.
So the demographic shifts are such that we're still getting older.
Mm-hmm.
We still need healthcare. We still need that whole list of things I mentioned. So the same trends demographically are going to drive the jobs in the future.
Healthcare.
They're all good, of course. They're all going to evolve. But after we get back from traffic,
yes,
I'll give you some of those job titles in name, if you will, and some examples.
Look at that tease.
You tease me, and I can tell you enjoy it, which gets me more excited about it. So let's say hello to Alex Williams. Alex says 285 is slow into Tucker.
Yeah, I think we had a crash 285 southbound, Eric, the inner loop. Good afternoon, buddy. Just below Chamblee Tucker Road. They got it out of the roadway, but you're going to stay slow through Tucker as you leave I-85 down to Highway 78, the Stone Mountain Freeway. North side perimeter heading westbound. Already driving into that Sunshine, 285 westbound out of Dunwoody over toward Truist Park. You're going to stay on and off the brakes southbound through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20. Speaking of, how's I-20 over on the west side looking today, Sky Smith?
Oh, well, you're right. On the West Freeway, I-20 westbound is stop and go from Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard down to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. And you are slowing down once again once you get past Six Flags. Down to Lee Road. This report is sponsored by Blindster.com. Blindster.com is a family business making custom blinds, shades, and shutters. Give them a try and see why over 1 million windows have trusted Blindster. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Start your workday with Mark Arum.
Is there anything scarier than losing your retirement account?
Mark Arum.
But there's been a ton of development in Walton County.
Getting you through your morning.
60,000 pounds of cocaine. That is a lot.
Mark Arum.
Tomorrow at 9.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
Properties come in all shapes and sizes, and so do foundation repairs. Mark Beckham here. It could be new construction, a big house, a small house, or your commercial property. Anyway, you need the leaders in foundation repair to handle it. Get your free estimate at atlantaramjack.com.
The holidays are almost here. Let Zerorez help get your home looking its best. Hey, it's Patrick, owner of Zerorez. Right now, when you schedule 3 rooms of carpet cleaning at just $45 a room, we'll clean a hallway for only $1 more. Just mention WSB when you book. That's 3 rooms at $45 each and a hallway for just $1. Schedule today at ZerorezAtlanta.com. Zerorez, spell it backwards or forwards, it's the right way to clean.
Hey, friends, have you filed an insurance claim for a roof replacement only to be denied? Are you not sure what to do? You're not alone. Dr. Roof here to help. Hey, it's Mark Arum. Dr. Roof specializes in reviewing the storm damage and getting your roof replaced. They've been around for over 37 years and can help you with all of your options. Don't settle for a denied or partial insurance claim. Get the roof you deserve with Dr. Roof. Online at drroof.com.
Comcast Business can help turn your small business into a connected, secure, modern business. It's how retailers become constantly connecting must-visit shops. How restaurants become reliably up and running neighborhood favorites. How healthcare offices become the data-protecting caregivers that we all depend on. and how wealth management firms become cyber-securing guardians of your information. With reliable connectivity, enhanced cybersecurity, and Wi-Fi backup, your business can stay connected and get threat-ready with Comcast Business, powering possibilities.
Get started with our reliable business internet. Plus, stay connected when you add Wi-Fi backup for just $35 a month. And ask about a $400 prepaid card on a qualifying gig bundle. Call today. Restrictions apply. Wireless Connect requires business internet for additional monthly charge. Taxes and other fees extra. Prepaid card offer ends 11/16/25.
At Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, you're their priority. From personalized service to luxury amenities, they make sure you feel valued every step of the way. Buying or servicing, your experience matters. Call 800-NEW-LEXUS. Butler Lexus South Atlanta, the standard of amazing.
It's fall, festivals, football, and full roads. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. If a distracted driver hits you this fall, call my trusted team at John Foy & Associates, the Strong Arm. There is zero cost until they win your case. JohnFoy.com.
I think sometimes Wes thinks I'm fighting with him. I'm not fighting with you. I just, you're optimistic.
It's a chicken egg.
Just a chicken egg. Yeah.
Because you can always say, wait a minute, well, so I say there are going to be, our homes are going to be dramatically smarter. Not a little bit, but they're going to be dramatically smarter.
And that's an industry. Like, people need that product. You got to do that. That's something to do. My question is, the people who own the house, do they have a job? Because they have to have a job in order to afford the new technology to make a smart house.
Okay, then I'm going to, because this is a circular answer. Yeah, you know what their job is? They've become a audio-visual AI integrator because every home in America needs it now.
Okay, now here's the thing. No. I will not. So the debate that we're having here is whether this round of creative destruction, in the past, will not only not kill all jobs, but will create more jobs. And then I gave you an example off the air. People always say, Eric, the horse and the buggy, and everybody was worried about then. But the auto industry brought in tons more jobs than the horse and buggy industry ever did. Created the factory line. It created so many jobs that we had to teach people to do one thing all day long on a line. Whereas, so that's the question isn't, will there still be a job here or there, but will AI give us not only not take away jobs, but then be like a boon in jobs. Like, oh my goodness, we never saw this coming. Look at all of these jobs. And it seems like everything that I hear is like human eyes to watch the machine. And there's always going to be a need less for that. If the machine's doing what 75% of your workforce used to do, okay, you've got a new job and a new title, which is keep your eyes on the machine. But what about that 75% of the workforce that went away because of the machine? And I'm not saying it as a Luddite. I'm just saying, this is something we have to deal with.
Yeah. Well, the way I think of it this economically is that anytime that there's a big disruption, I think I'm visualizing an earthquake. And anytime there's like a big divide, it has to get filled in some way. And if you go back to the example of if everyone's home has kind of been the same for the last 25 years, everybody's got a flat screen TV and they might have Sonos. Okay.
Right. Have you been in my house?
Now,
are you monitoring me?
I actually, wait, do you have Sonos on a flat screen TV?
Yes, I do.
Okay, welcome. Hey, welcome to America.
All
right. So now all of a sudden, let's say that we haven't had much change from that for a long time. It's been kind of the same thing.
Like 15 years, 20 years.
But imagine then there's something new, and now it's really easy to integrate all these things, and it's instead of costing you an arm and a leg to integrate all these different services, let's say it becomes easy. And your refrigerator actually does talk to your app, and your ice maker and your speakers. We're projecting the future.
Sure.
But let's say there is a big leap forward. There's a big schism. Well, that will create an entire new industry that doesn't exist today because there hasn't been much change. Today, we're on maintenance. People, you need to make sure your TV still works. You may call somebody once a year, but there hasn't been a disruption. In any place you see disruption in any industry, whether it's home AV or agriculture, then that disruption is the only answer I have. to brand new jobs that are in mass. Like now, wait a minute. What if we farming has changed, and now you need a drone operator for every farm around the globe, and that didn't even used to be a job. Now you need 10 guys on a farm that all have to fly drones to make agricultural more productive. And now there's a warehouse, and then those drones need to be serviced. That doesn't even exist today.
What's going to happen there eventually is that little area that you opened up will exist for a little while until somebody figures out how we can just have 10 people in one room and they'll take care of 50 farms. And so, but that's what everything seems to need less employees. You talk about filling that schism in, that hole that's left behind. Again, the hole that was left behind by the horse and buggy was more than filled in. It was quadrupled. Like a mountain was built on top of what used to be a hole. These kind of changes, it seems like, well, we're getting rid of 100 people, but we have 8 new jobs. And as things multiply like that, I still wonder, I go back to the bottom. Yeah, everybody wants their new home to reflect all the technology, but do the homeowners have a job? That's the question that I have. And I'm coming at it because I have a theory. Wes Moss, I think that
they're
evolution.
They're agricultural drone operators now.
Yeah, it may be. I have a theory that evolution just got us up to where we would invent the machines, and then I'm the only person that thinks of like computers and AI as maybe the next step in evolution. Like it had to go all this way for us to invent it. Wes Moss, since we've already run the timeout, tell people how they can get more Wes Moss.
Easy to do so. Yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
And we're still friends, right? Even though we maybe disagree.
We don't even disagree.
We don't disagree.
We don't even disagree.
It's a friendly debate.
Can we move Tim out in between you guys? Is that okay?
Well, Tim's
been trying to break it up for a while.
Tim's my second.
Yeah.
Alex Williams sees brake lights on 75 in Marietta.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. Actually seeing the tougher one southbound today, 75 southbound. You're slowing just before South Marietta Parkway for that ride down to the slow ramps to I-285, 75 northbound on and off the brakes between Marietta and Kennesaw. Some flashing lights on the right shoulder in Woodstock, 575 southbound, Highway 92, exit 7, causing a few delays back toward Ridgewalk Parkway. And just found new trouble in West Atlanta, but they just were able to get it off to the right. I-20 westbound at Lowry Boulevard, exit 55. That's why you're jammed up out of downtown. How are things looking on at Georgia 400 this afternoon, Sky Smith?
Well, 400 northbound into Sandy Springs is seeing heavy volume from I-285 to Northridge Road. And if you're headed up to Forsyth County, you're slowing down from Old Milton Parkway to Peachtree Parkway. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
The NBA season's rollin', and DraftKings' newest game, Pick 6, is the easiest way to play for your shot at big wins. NBA stars are lighting it up. Now their numbers aren't just highlights, they're your shot to cash in. Here's how it works. Just pick more or less on 2 or more player stats. The better your picks, the bigger your payout. New DraftKings customers get $50 in Pick 6 credits with just a $5 entry on your first pick set. Don't just watch basketball. Pick, play, cash in. Download the DraftKings Pick 6 app now and use code AtlantaTalk. That's code AtlantaTalk. Play just $5 and get $50 in Pick 6 credits. Make the call. Ride the upside in partnership with DraftKings Pick 6. The crown is yours. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Must be 18 and over. Age and eligibility restrictions vary by jurisdiction. Void where prohibited. 1 per new customer. Bonus awarded as non-withdrawable Pick 6 credits that expire in 14 days. Ends December 2nd at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Time. Terms at pick6.draftkings.com/promos.
Attention men, are you suffering from ED or PE? Here's an important message from Choice Men's Health.
I'm Dr. Katz and I'm the Chief Medical Director at Choice Men's Health. Are you performing the way you want to in the bedroom? If the answer is no and you've tried Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra and were disappointed, then you need to come see us immediately. If you don't see results on the first visit, then there's no charge. Many of our patients have medical conditions such as diabetes, hypertension, obesity, and prostate problems. I'm happy to say that we have 98% success rate with all our patients. locations. Our customized solutions will allow you to perform within 10 minutes and last an hour and even longer. You can regain your love life and tackle your ED and PE problems. Guys, your partner will never complain again. Our clinic has the most affordable prices, so if you visit other clinics and you're not completely satisfied, then you need to call Choice Men's Health.
Regain your love life regardless of your age or medical history. Choice Men's Health guarantees results on your first visit or you pay nothing. Call now. 404-400-1170. That's 404-400-1170.
Wall cracks, window stuck, could be a foundation problem. Mark Beckham with Atlanta Ramjack, and our estimators are thoroughly trained to get you the proper evaluation for your home. Schedule your free assessment with the foundation repair experts at atlantaramjack.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 4:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Hoffman Financial Group. Our top local story, a former top executive for the Atlanta Hawks is accused of stealing millions of dollars from the team and could face serious prison time.
Luxurious travel, sports cars, jewelry, and other lavish items. These are the kinds of purchases Lester Jones is accused of making over several years using team accounts and credit cards. He then allegedly took great steps to conceal the fraud with doctored records and fake emails. One instance revealed in a team audit involved a fraudulent charge of almost $230,000 allegedly spent for business while in Las Vegas for the team's run to the NBA Cup semifinal earlier this year. He faces a federal indictment for wire fraud and could spend as much as 20 years behind bars if convicted. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
70 degrees in Atlanta, low to mid-40s in the morning. How much of a warm-up in the afternoon? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta's most accurate and dependable forecast coming up. Happening now, a march to the polls.
I'd expect anywhere from 150 to 300.
Christopher Lambrey, a political science major at Morehouse and a member of the university's Student Government Association, says it's the second time Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta have organized a march to the polls. 2 seats up for grabs today on the Georgia Public Service Commission, which is the regulatory body that sets rates for utilities in the state, such as Georgia Power. State Elections Director Blake Evans says you shouldn't have to wait long for the results tonight.
So one of the great things about our state, our processes, and our laws is that we get results very quickly in our state. So I would say within 1 hour of polls closing.
There are also a number of other races on the ballot in Metro Atlanta, including mayor, city council seats, and a number of referendums. One Cobb County precinct will remain open late tonight due to technical issues while opening this morning. A judge orders the East Cobb precinct at Mount Bethel Church on Lower Roswell Road to remain open until 7:35 p.m. since voters were unable to cast their ballots until 7:35 this morning. Poll workers reported problems involving sinking poll pads, but a technical team quickly fix the problem. A dire warning today as air traffic controllers continue working without pay because of the government shutdown.
Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy is warning if controllers miss a second pay period next week, he believes there is the potential for, in his words, mass chaos, mass flight delays, and mass cancellations.
CBS transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve reports Duffy is warning if the government isn't reopened, it could lead to some airspace being closed. The White House says it is complying with court orders regarding SNAP benefits.
The recipients of these SNAP benefits need to understand it's going to take some time to receive this money because the Democrats have forced the administration into a very untenable position.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is clarifying a social media post from President Trump today saying benefits would not be paid until Democrats reopen the government. She says the president is referring to not wanting to tap into an emergency fund any further to pay for the food assistance program. Now, WSB Money Update. Inflation remains a reality for most Americans. Reporter Brian Clark has the results of a new poll out today.
7 in 10 Americans say they're spending more money on groceries than they were a year ago, while 6 in 10 say they're spending more on utilities. Respondents to the ABC News Washington Post Ipsos poll blamed tariffs. 55% of all political affiliations said tariffs hurt their family's own financial situation.
Decatur now is designated as a bird city.
With the world bird population declining since 1970, Decatur is doing what it can to protect bird habitats. Adam Betchwell is with Birds Georgia and says Decatur has done several things to qualify as bird city.
They've preserved and highlighted great green spaces, Legacy Park kind of being the center of that space.
And another thing,
limiting light pollution, making sure the lighting is down shielded and going to the targeted area.
Betchwell hopes other cities will work to become a bird city. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
It's now 4:34 and time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, we are watching the slow ride through downtown, made even worse by a crash that was on I-20 westbound, just west of the downtown connector at Lowry Boulevard, exit 55, held all lanes. It's been moved off to the right, but hasn't done any favors to the ride through downtown, where you're looking at about 30 minutes from the 85-400 merge down to I-20, 75-85 northbound, also jammed in from University Avenue up toward Peachtree Pine Street, and just found some new trouble in Henry County, 75 southbound below Jodico Road, exit 222, crash partially in the left lane there. What's it looking like on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, Sky Smith?
Well, I-85 northbound is slow moving from I-285 up to Steve Reynolds Boulevard, and you're definitely on the brakes again at Sugarloaf Parkway up to I-985. From the Cool Ray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
I'm WSB meteorologist Christina Upwards. Clear skies for this evening. Temperatures cooling to the low to mid-40s for tomorrow morning. Tomorrow afternoon, mostly sunny, high 74. Sunshine on Thursday with highs in the mid-70s.
69 right now in Vining, 71 in Union City, and 71 in Sewanee. More news at 5 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
I love my home, and now I found a company that loves it as much as I do. TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. Chris Chandler here. These folks have done work in my home. Boy, it didn't take long to realize I could trust their expertise, their attention to detail, and what I think you'll find, just as I did, an amazing level of service. TE Certified has more than 20,000 five-star reviews, and it's been serving Atlanta for decades.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
The Steel Horse Law name strikes fear in the heart of big insurance companies. We make them pay.
EMC Security.
When an alarm goes off at your home, every second counts. With EMC Security's remote video monitoring, once your alarm is triggered, our team can instantly monitor cameras you give us access to, assess the situation, and send appropriate information to first responders. Get real peace of mind, whether you're home or away. Get a free quote on video monitoring today at emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
Well, let's talk about things that are positive. We don't have to worry about the Pentagon getting out of control, because Laura Loomer apparently has been credentialed as a reporter who will be covering the Pentagon.
She'll keep them accountable. We're in good hands. We're safe,
We're
guys.
in good hands, absolutely. I think even the founders would have to admit, what you want are sycophants covering administrations. That's really what you get the best. The reporters that cover administration, I think you're very visionary on this, Trump. The reporters that cover an administration.
I don't even know who she is.
Well, yes, you do. She hangs
You can't say that about everyone.
You can't say that about everybody.
I really don't know anybody anymore. Who am I? I'm looking in the mirror. I'm like, who's this old guy? Why is he orange? No, I'm kidding. I make fun of myself. Look, Laura's great. She's fantastic. She knows what's going on.
Does she?
She's a good. She loves me.
And I want to say that that's what I want to say is I think that you're a visionary, because nobody had thought of this before. But your vision says the best kind of reporter to cover an administration would be a reporter that loves that administration
I
and
agree.
thinks they're
And
doing
you-
a great job.
I agree.
That's how you get the best reporting.
That's how we're going to get we'll let Barry Weiss in. She's fantastic, I think. I've heard of her. She's
Again,
nice.
the whole thing I've heard of her. Right.
She works really hard. Well, I'm running the country, going around the world doing
That's right.
important
You don't
things.
know that guy that you pardoned that actually put a couple $1 billion in your pocket.
Never heard of him.
What a coincidence.
Yeah, well,
the guy that you
Don
pardoned
Jr. loves him.
somehow that ended up being a couple $1 billion in your pocket. That's
Hey, I
really,
didn't pardon my son, the crackhead.
You don't have a son who's a crackhead.
Right. I'm talking about Joe Biden, whose son got all involved in Burisma.
Oh, I got a feeling that on the way out, you're going to do exactly what Biden did because between you and the
Preemptive
Democrats.
pardons?
Yeah, because you and the Democrats have decided lawfare is good. Anybody who's in power is going to use it. And so, much like Biden, you will not be using the auto pen. I almost guarantee
might.
this to the American people. On your way out the door, you will pardon everybody in the administration, around the administration, and you should. Because between you and the Democrats, what you've said to the American people is, welcome to the future. Every new administration will begin suing the last administration.
Isn't that what it's always happened?
I can't thank you enough.
You don't think Lincoln sued Buchanan?
No, I don't think he did.
The one that you always bring up was Adams suing Washington all the time.
He didn't like him very much. He didn't like him. They went.
It started right there. The second president sued the first
And then
president.
Jefferson sued Adams, even though they were besties.
So what I'm saying is we're being joking here because back then people were dumb and now we have Trump. But we didn't know to do it this way. And it's obviously a better way that every new administration starts suing people from the administration before. And I just want to say thank you.
You're welcome.
And we obviously have a much better country now because
And when I win in
more
28,
litigious-
I'll sue myself.
Would you pardon yourself?
By the way,
Can you do that?
All of that.
Well,
Well,
that's
they
all,
can pardon themselves.
That's up to.
They say,
that's-
"Pardon me," and then they're
There he is. Auto pen.
It's that one has not been, I think, taken to the Supreme Court. I don't think you can pardon yourself. I mean,
We'll see.
Whether or not you can, I'm pretty sure the founders didn't want that to be the idea that you could just pardon yourself because then you could that's license to do anything you want.
He could just step down.
Which I know, I see the glint in your eye. Yes, that's what you want to do. Because,
Well,
but
they already said I could do it because I'm the president of the Supreme Court. Remember?
Yeah, they say
said
do anything you
everything
want.
I did was, okay.
You just step down on January 10th, 2029, and JD takes over for 10 days and he pardons you.
Well, he wouldn't need to do that.
That's all you have to do, though.
well, that is a plan.
It's a good plan, but
I mean,
don't
if you
think I
see
need
stuff
it.
brewing,
I don't need it.
if you see stuff brewing,
Yeah. Give
I
JD
hadn't
advance
thought about
10
that.
days to pardon you.
What
That's
if I
the way
get
you do it.
impeached in 2027?
So although it would be in his, he will have resigned the presidency though, and he wouldn't
I would
want that
never
on his,
do that.
on his record.
Never do that.
That's true.
Only
So-
Nixon.
I got to say, man, I've been thinking about Nixon. If Nixon is able to watch this from whatever perch
Purgatory.
he has on, he's got to be thinking to himself, "Why did I resign?"
He shouldn't have.
I mean, like he resigned. Nobody really thought that he was part of the Watergate break-in. It was just that he was part of the cover-up. What is that compared to every? This president has enriched himself $3 billion in 1 year. I mean, Nixon has to be looking at this. Why did I resign? This is absurd.
What a schmarty. I should have done the same thing.
That's right. You should have. You should have looked into your crystal ball and seen what Trump was going to do in 2025. And no, I mean the stuff that Nixon resigned for is just peanuts
Compared to what's
compared
going
to
on
the
now.
world that we're looking at right now.
And that
Although
Mark
you got to
Felt
give it to
guy.
this administration, they don't feel any need to try to hide any of it. It's like, yeah, it's a,
And that
it's a
Mark-
grift. Isn't that cool? Did you see that? I mean, and these are optics. But did you see the Halloween party at Mar-a-Lago?
They look
I
like
saw-
fun.
Yeah.
As the weekend is going, where Snapbet 40 million people aren't going to get they
Let them
do
eat cake.
Yes.
They literally do a what's that book? The one Leo DiCaprio just made the movie.
Gatsby.
Oh,
The
yeah,
Great
yeah.
Gatsby. So it's the whole concept is it's over the top, and scantily clad girls are in champagne glasses, and
Were they of age?
yes, they were.
Okay.
And so the whole thing says, hey, middle class who are hurting, in your face.
Oh yeah.
Hey, work hard. One day you'll have parties like this. Although you
Also,
won't.
also the just building the rest of that West Wing or whatever,
Well,
that
the
ballroom.
East
The
Wing.
new West Wing?
I don't. The building.
Wing, sorry.
The building of the East Wing or the ballroom is one thing. Knocking down the East Wing without consulting the American people. I wonder, and I don't know. Tim says, I don't think most people even know it. I think that these are little areas outside of policy where the president could lose. The part of MAGA he'll never lose, but you could, just based on attitude. As the days went on and on and on after I saw that he just knocked down the East Wing and all of that history, some of it that I agree with, some of it that I disagree with. Doesn't matter if I agree or disagree with it. It's shared history of the United States. It just started to bother me more and more than like policy. Just like, who the hell do you think you are? The ballroom is going to be bigger than the rest of the White House.
Ridiculous.
Which is absurd. It's ridiculous. It's absurd. The American people were never consulted. It's just going to happen. It's like, and this is the type of person it's like, hey, once it's knocked down, the debate is over. Mm-hmm. And that says you do not care what any single American thinks about that. You can't take it any other way. Hey, I don't know. People might not like that. Well, knock it down, then see what they think. Well, they won't like it, but there's nothing they can do about it. Yes, exactly. And being treated like that, little things like that, the behavior of Don Jr., all the crypto stuff, I just have to wonder if, and I don't know if the elections today can do a whole hell of a lot or show a whole hell of a lot. It might have to wait till November of next year before you can have a real pushback. But I get a sense, and it's more than anecdotal. It's me, the way that I'm responding to things. I'm not talking to people about this because when I'm around people, the last thing in the world I want to talk about is politics. I'm starting to, get like my elbow is getting scuffed up from like elbowing my wife to shut up about politics. When
You have a callus?
A callus, built up callus. Shut up. I don't want to talk about politics. But I do wonder if it's things like this. How do you not respond to, I just knocked down the East Wing while everybody was asleep, with anything other than just exactly who in the hell do you think you are? Yeah, we won an election. Yeah, you know what? That doesn't mean nearly as much as you think it does. Lots of people have won elections in this country. And we talked about this before. It's a little thing. The White House isn't a palace for a reason. We beat a guy in a palace in order to get a country, and we made a decision. We're doing it differently. You could say that maybe somebody stood up and said, you know what? I just don't want to see gold everywhere. It may have been.
Well, you're in luck because only all of the ceiling is gold.
That's right. So I'm just wondering if it's going to be so much policy, if there is a pushback. I don't know if there's going to be a backlash. I don't know if there's anything. I think MAGA will just support him no matter what. I mean, he could just no matter what. But the people in the middle, I don't know. I feel personally offended that part of the White House was knocked down. And stop with it's the wing. It's not. No, it's been there long enough. It's the White House. It's the East Wing of the White House. Yes, it was built later, but it's been there 100 years. So it's part of the White House. And it's just a fact. If you that new ballroom is gaudy. If you don't know that, then you don't have much of an aesthetic. I'm sorry. It's just that simple. Nobody with taste thinks that looks good. Alex Williams says there's sunshine delays on 285 West into Cobb.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. With this time change, the sun setting earlier means it's shining right into your eyes if you're traveling 285 westbound through Dunwoody and Sandy Springs into Cobb County. You're slowing from Chamblee-Dunwoody Road over toward Riverside Drive, then bunching up again as you pass I-75, staying pretty sticky through Smyrna Vinings, down to I-20, the West Freeway, into DeKalb County, 285 eastbound. You're also on the brakes from Georgia 400 as you head over into Dorville. The slower stuff picks up again, heading southbound from I-85 into Tucker and Clarkston. Watching the ride on I-75 south of the city, it's Sky Smith.
Yeah, if you're headed towards the airport, I-75 South is backed up from Central Avenue down to Forest Parkway. In Henry County, I-75 South, you are slowing down in Stockbridge due to earlier trouble that's now cleared just past Jodica Road. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Buying a new car? Need help fixing your current car? What's the safest car for a first-time buyer? The Car Guys have the answer. Join Shelley Winter and automotive expert Kevin Deutsch this and every Saturday at 12 for all your car needs. The Car Guys, presented by Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, Saturdays at noon on 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
This is Scott Slade, and nothing takes the place of time when it comes to spotting problems with your health, especially cancer. The earlier the better. That's where virtual imaging comes in. Virtual imaging's LDCT body scan can be invaluable, giving you more time for you and your loved ones to take charge of your health. They can detect tumors as early as precancerous virtually anywhere in your body, and aneurysms you may not even know are there. Due to overwhelming demand for a limited time, their $995 core body scan offer has been extended. It's a $2,495 value. Early detection saves lives, and now it's more affordable than ever. Virtual Imaging has gotten such great response to this offer that they've opened up more times in both offices, but appointments will fill up fast, so don't wait. Some minimum requirements may apply. Early detection is your best protection. To schedule your virtual imaging $995 core body scan, call 770-678-SCAN. That's 770-678-SCAN. Or make an appointment by visiting their website at virtualimagingatl.com.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's Best Choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
New investigations break on Channel 2 Action News. We get problems solved, plain and simple. Every day we follow the facts.
Started digging, only to find...
Getting you the answers you need now.
We have live. Team 2 coverage.
Channel 2 never stops advocating for you.
An investigation regarding your tax dollars.
We're more than just Atlanta's news.
A warning for consumers regarding...
We've got your back all over North Georgia. See what's new, live, every day at 4, 5, and 6 on Channel 2 Action News.
Dave Baker here for Artisan Custom Closets. Ever misplaced a box of holiday lights that you're pretty sure you used to keep in the attic until you remembered you put them in the garage, maybe underneath the junk in the corner? Wouldn't be that way if you had Artisan Custom Closets upgrade the storage space in your garage. Your decorations would be neatly packed and stacked until next year. Schedule your free design consultation today with a certified master artisan designer at artisancustomclosets.com and reward yourself with affordable luxury over the holidays. Artisan Custom Closets.com.
I'm Brian Parks, head of commercial banking in Atlanta for Ameris Bank. I've been in banking for over 30 years, and my team and I know that businesses have the best results when they work with local bankers who know the Atlanta market. Bankers who will work to understand your business operations and bring good ideas to the table. At Ameris Bank, we do that. I invite you to reach out so we can start a conversation. Visit amerisbank.com/yourbusiness or a local branch near you. Ameris Bank, fiercely yours, member FDIC.
Curb Appeal. It's not a competition. Maybe it is. When you want your home's exterior to look dazzling, trust the Plus. Painting Plus.
Hi, it's Charlie, owner of Painting Plus. See pictures of the dazzling exteriors we've crafted for your neighbors. Just go to our website and click Recent Projects.
Locally owned Painting Plus. The plus means anything and everything exteriors at the highest quality. Your complete exterior solution.
Trust the Plus. PaintingPlus.com.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
So Dick Cheney died at 84. And on one hand, I have lots of thoughts. On the other hand, my mother taught me never to speak poorly of the dead.
I do have him talking in 2015 on what he wanted to be remembered by. It's very quick. It's 10 seconds.
Here was a believer in America, so fortunate in his life experiences, so blessed in his friends, and so grateful all his days to have served as Vice President of the United States of America.
Well, okay, fine. I'm saying I don't want to speak poorly of someone who just lost their life.
I will.
Well, that's where you and I, we differ. But this was the person who got us into Iraq and the whole weapons of mass destruction. And I just happen to not be a fan of the whole neocon movement. And he's kind of the granddaddy. And one of those things that, without speaking ill against him, I guess it does a little bit, but it's the thing that I can't stand the most when we get involved in these foreign wars. And that is that you find out the person who's advocating for it was at a think tank. And while at the think tank some years earlier, wrote stuff that said that we have to go to, and that's exactly what Cheney did in the middle there after the first Bush administration during the 90s, joined think tanks. The whole neocon thing was kind of birthed in that same area of time. And he was advocating for overthrowing Saddam Hussein long before the 2000s. And I just can't stand. This is what's going on with Marco Rubio in Venezuela right now. When people have plans and ideas, and the only reason they're able to execute them is, oh, well, look, the American people gave us this power. So rest in peace. Certainly was a heavyweight in my lifetime in politics. But I'm going to leave it there because, as my mother said, never speak ill of the dead. Alex Williams says I-20 is crowded through West Atlanta.
Yeah, that's right, Eric. I-20 westbound. Earlier trouble cleared at Lowry. Now you're just on and off that brake pedal starting just before Martin Luther King Jr. Drive out to Fulton Industrial Boulevard. Brake lights find you again before and after Thornton Road through Lithia Springs as you drive into the Sunshine. I-20 eastbound might be some trouble on that collector distributor ramp into DeKalb County approaching Wesley Chapel. That's got 285 both north and south slow ramping onto I-20 eastbound there in DeKalb County. How are things looking through the heart of downtown Atlanta, Sky Smith?
Well, if you're headed out of Buckhead on 400 southbound through the city, your ride is sluggish from Lenox Road, where it's going to take you about 40 minutes to get down to I-20. Traffic is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Well, I bet it is safe to say you are sick and tired of home services companies that don't show up on time, don't get it right, ghost you then when you need them later. Hey, it's Chris Chandler. I don't have to worry about any of that because I only trust TE Certified Electrical Plumbing, Heating, and Cooling. TE Certified is a well-oiled machine with the highest level of communication and follow-up. They're on time, friendly, and fully stocked.
TE Certified, we love your home.
Looking for your next great adventure? At Capital Investment Advisors, we know travel isn't just a vacation. It's a core pursuit that fuels happiness. In fact, research shows happy retirees pursue nearly twice as many adventure-related core pursuits as unhappy retirees. That's why we created 101 trips to take in retirement. A free guide with luxury escapes, wellness retreats, cultural immersions, and trips for the grandkids. Download your copy today at yourwealth.com/101trips.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
Hi, I'm John Ray, your friend and jeweler at Shane Company.
When you buy an engagement ring or fine jewelry gift from Shane Company, you get more than what you paid for. Our jewelry comes with our all-inclusive free lifetime warranty. It covers everything. There's no fine print. You'll get unlimited cleanings, resizings, and repairs. Plus, it even protects your engagement ring's center stone. We stand behind the quality of our jewelry, and that's our gift to you this holiday. Peace of mind. Because a friend knows the best things in life are free. Shane Company, your friend and jeweler.
'Tis the season. Have you gotten your flu shot? At AllCare, our experienced flu specialists are dedicated to providing comprehensive and personalized care, from vaccines to testing to treatment. And you can walk right in to any of AllCare's 15 Atlanta locations and access our unique combination of primary and immediate care under a single roof. For flu season and beyond, say goodbye to waiting for the doctor and say hello to AllCare, a proud member of the Piedmont Clinically Integrated Network.
Attention veterans and active military, thank you for your service. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta will double your veterans discount in November. Veterans and active military get 10% off through November at Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. 10% off all doors, openers, any service or repair. Schedule a free in-home estimate for your new garage door or save on your annual garage door tune-up in November. Schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404 USA Door.
WSB Atlanta, WSB FM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk. News, weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's news and talk.
At 5 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by QC Kinetics. Our top local story, students in Atlanta march to the polls on Election Day.
Even though it's an off-year election, Christopher Lambry, a political science major and member of Morehouse's Student Government Association, says it's important that young people make their voices heard.
To build that momentum for when we do have those national elections that are also super important.
Lambry says it's a collaborative effort across the 3 HBCUs.
We have about 20 organizations across each respective school who collaborated on this initiative.
This is the second year they've held a march to the polls. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
As voters head to the polls today, there's not much waiting in line.
The weather's been perfect for an election, and State Election Director Blake Evans says voters are showing up.
We have had a very smooth election day so far. Around the middle of the afternoon, we're going to hit and surpass 500,000 voters for Election Day.
600,000 Georgians voted early, with 15,000 voting absentee by mail. Expect results early.
We do have very fast reporting of results. We saw that last year in the 2024 general election, which had very high turnout, and I expect to see it again tonight.
Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
Cobb County will keep one of its precincts open a little later tonight due to technical issues. A judge orders the East Cobb precinct at Mount Bethel Church on Lower Roswell Road to remain open until 7:35 p.m. since voters were unable to cast their ballots until 7:35 this morning. Poll workers reported problems involving sinking poll pads. It is now 69 degrees in Atlanta, clear and cool tonight before a nice warm-up tomorrow. Wind to rain showers roll in again. Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. New information today on a murder-suicide in Hall County as the couple's 9-year-old daughter FaceTimed a friend at the time of the shooting. The sheriff's office identifies the woman who died as 50-year-old Mallory Whitaker. The gunman, 51-year-old Adrian Alexander of Flowery Branch, killed himself. As their daughter spoke to her friend, the friend's parents contacted police. The child was not physically hurt and is now with relatives. Investigators are still working to determine a motive. The city of Alpharetta is about to open its new jail, which is the renovated former North Fulton Jail Annex.
The county ceased operations there on September 1st, but Alpharetta city officials saw it as an opportunity to make updates and house people there instead of having to transport them to the much-maligned Main County lockup on Rice Street. Public Safety Director John Robinson says other cities in North Fulton are considering a joint operation.
When we open in the next month, it will just be Alpharetta, but Johns Creek, Milton, and Roswell have all expressed an interest.
They would also share budgetary obligations. Robinson says the 72-bed facility is more than adequate for city purposes and will have new amenities, including a kitchen to feed inmates. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
A warning today from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy if the government shutdown drags into next week.
You will see mass chaos. You will see mass flight delays.
You'll see mass cancellations.
With an increasing number of air traffic controllers calling out sick, Duffy says some of the nation's airspace may need to be closed. With pennies no longer in production, some McDonald's customers paying in cash will spend a little more or less for their meal. The fast food giant says some restaurants may round up or down to the nearest 5 cents if a customer does not have exact change. Dylan Gian of the National Retail Federation says he should expect more policies like this.
Any size or type of business that deals with cash payments is going to have to implement strategies and policies on how to handle cash transactions when exact change can't be provided.
Others implementing similar policies include Kroger and Love's Travel Stops. Forsyth County firefighters rescue a 10-year-old girl stuck in a tree 30 feet in the air. It's the second time this year they've had to rescue a kid stuck in a tree. 4 units respond to the call, removing tree limbs and raising ladders to get to the girl. They say she was back on the ground with her parents within 45 minutes with no injuries. It is now 5:04. The Von Hessler Doctrine continues in less than 2 minutes. Right now, live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple team traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, I just had a crash clear out of the left lanes in Ackworth. This is 75 southbound, just past Highway 92, exit 277. Those delays should start to improve. 75 northbound, still seeing some moderate volume. Not terrible this afternoon, but you're a little slow. Out of Marietta into Kennesaw from South Marietta Parkway up to Chastain Road. 575, both north and southbound, seeing some brake lights as you try to get past Highway 92, exit 7 in Woodstock. How are things looking on Georgia 400, Sky Smith?
Yeah, watch out for heavy traffic on 400 northbound through Sandy Springs. It's stacked up from I-285 North Ridge Road. And if you're headed up towards Forsyth County, you're going to hit more slowdowns from Old Milton Parkway on over to McFarland Parkway. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool this evening as temperatures fall into the low to mid 40s through tomorrow morning. Sunny skies tomorrow afternoon, warming up to a high of 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75. Increasing cloud cover, but staying mainly dry Friday, high 73. The rain showers won't roll in until late Friday into early Saturday. Drying out Saturday afternoon, high 72. A few isolated rain showers on Sunday with a high of 68. Then freezing cold temperatures arrive just in time for Monday and Tuesday mornings.
70 in Sandy Springs, 65 in Austell, 68 in Stockbridge. More news at 5:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 3 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. It's Election Day. What a great day to drain the brain of the great Bill Crane. And Bill Crane is here. Hello, Bill Crane.
And it's a beautiful day.
Looking good. Like I said, it is a beautiful day, and I can see it's a lot of hits for Crane today. Got the suit and the tie. Got everybody ready to go. Looking rather handsome there for your television hits, Bill Crane. Dapper.
Thank you, Autumn.
That would be the word I was looking for. Dapper.
Get ready for late night coverage?
I think it'll be an early night, just because we will locally dump out and let the networks carry the other state elections. And so Georgia's ballots should be in pretty early. It's been a very low turnout election. Low single digits in most of the state and probably low teens, and it's a very short ballot. You've got 2 public service commission statewide races, some ballot referenda, but mostly mayor, city council, and where there are municipal school systems, City of Decatur, Atlanta, Beaufort, Marietta, they elect their school boards.
About what, I know we don't have the exact numbers right now, but from your experience, an election like this, off year, really off year, not even in the midterm year, what percentage of voters in the state actually turn up at the polls for these things?
Typically around 25%.
Wow. That's even higher than I thought, actually.
Yeah. It is incredibly low this cycle, and I don't know how.
Which means you got to bet. If you're going to run for office for the first time, you want to pick one of these races, right?
Well, it's a lot
if you
easier.
Get yourself
it's
and
a
your
lot
large
easier
family
to influence, voters when the audience.
So you come
is
from a big
smaller.
family.
Yeah.
You're
there
running
are
for
actually some cities where I know people are like, you know why I'm nice, Tim? There's 9 votes in that house.
Yeah,
it work
right.
that way.
Yeah. So we found out right before we went on that there was a request to a judge, and then it was granted that in the city of Atlanta the polls will stay open until 8 p.m. And we found out why. Found out why any place that has what is it 800,000 or more?
300,000.
300,000 or more. They can make that request and get an extra hour. My question is this: why not just make the polls close at 8 o'clock. Why is it necessary for somebody, hey, we need another hour? Why not just,
we're no longer in daylight savings time, so
Right.
it's darker earlier, and there are more accidents and things like places that you're not familiar with, parking lots, people backing in and out.
Sure.
If there was any kind of turnout. And the kind of turnout we're experiencing, I don't expect there to be anything.
They could
other
have
than
closed
few-
them at 5.
Yeah, pedestrians maybe walking back.
And from my point of view, I look at it as you've had 3 weeks to vote. You need another hour?
Yeah.
Well, it's a 12-hour election day. Usually they
Yeah.
only extend when there's been some late precinct openings.
Mhm.
So I was kind of like, huh?
Yeah.
But
or if some machines have if they had a problem and pushed back an hour or something
now,
like
this
that.
mayor's not going
Or
to have
long
any
lines.
challenge being reelected. But I will point out the last 2 Atlanta mayoral elections, there was some late-breaking votes in the same corner of Atlanta.
Oh,
for
my
the
goodness.
last 2 elections.
The DeKalb
that
County
caused-
side.
That caused Mary Norwood to lose the election by roughly 750 votes 2 elections in a row.
Are you getting kind of Trumpian here? Or what's are you saying that maybe there was some funny business going on? Or
They always
dumped
seem
all
to
the votes.
find those late-breaking precincts.
Yeah. Do they find them in the
after it's
Chattahoochee? Do
trending.
they-
No, they're down. They're down in
Brad?
the Cascade Road area, the southwest affluent part of the city of Atlanta that seems to come in last.
And what would an educated, somewhat conspiratorial mind think would be the reason for that?
that you would maybe keep the precincts open later and stuff ballots as needed at the end.
'Cause when you see what's going on for the
Collapse
rest
the
of
city.
right,
That's correct.
Is that kind of like when they say that, like RFK used to contend that that Kennedy rigged that, not rigged, but something around Chicago or something that threw that.
It wasn't
Like,
just RFK. It's sort of acknowledged at this point. Joseph Kennedy, the father of the candidate, John Fitzgerald Kennedy,
Right.
got votes out of Illinois, all of Illinois, but mostly Chicago, Boston, where they were from, and Texas through LBJ that caused those 3 states and those electoral votes to go their way.
was it that kind of funny business where we'll wait
Well, it
and
was
see how it's
so
going and
close.
then
It
we'll
was such
deliver?
a close election between Nixon and his first run for the White House and John F. JFK that the popular votes were almost tied up. So it was solely an electoral victory.
Okay.
Texas is the second biggest prize. Massachusetts at the time was in the top 5, and Illinois was in the top 5. So swaying those markets.
Yeah.
And having a
But
lot
I mean,
of
did they deliver
loony-
them late like this? Though
There were
I'm wondering-
late ballots that
Yeah.
came in. There were a lot of absentee ballots that came in late. That sort of thing. That it's more or less Nixon sort of knew the election was stolen from him.
That's what I'd always heard growing
but
up.
you were talking about him earlier. He decided, and against the counsel of a lot of his advisors, the presidency was more important
than his career.
And who won the race.
And this is like the supreme bad guy of presidents in our era. And I mean,
labeled as such,
public
yeah.
relations wise,
Yeah, I would
he's
agree.
considered the bad guy.
But I look at the whole,
found,
and he did a lot of things in both of his terms in the White House.
well, sure, the reality is nuanced.
Yes.
But the guy who is considered the
Tricky
supreme
dick.
bad guy,
Yeah.
He made a
Perennial
decision.
5 o'clock shadow, hunch
Yeah,
shoulders.
I know that this election was stolen from me, but I don't want to put the American people through it.
that. Yes.
And boy, was that a different day. Was that a different time? When a politician thought about the effect that their behavior was going to have on the average American. Can you imagine such an America?
He was also someone of a very humble background in terms of his
Yeah.
own personal life. And
I went to Whittier.
he went to a really small college.
That's why you hated all the
He
intellectuals.
grew up, kind of economic challenged circumstances. And so the White House, both when he was vice president under Eisenhower and later his 2 terms in the White House, sort of really changed his life.
Yeah. Well, hey, just like Trump, you came out of some rough times as a
I
kid,
grew
right?
up as a sharecropper in Georgia. I was very poor. My dad was very poor. We scraped to get by, and I learned how to make
Trump
buildings.
Acres in the Bronx. Yeah.
Yeah, I learned how to make buildings. And,
That's right.
got
And then
rich.
you
You were a bricklayer, weren't you? Originally?
I was a mason. Not that kind of mason. I was not a Freemason.
Yeah, that's
okay.
right. You were a bricklayer.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, that.
And I'm
was
really
a
working.
layer.
I'm very hard working on the new ballroom. I will be doing a lot of the stucco.
Perhaps I will ask you this question because this is what I'm wondering, and I don't know if we can see it from this election. Might have to be next year. I'm wondering if there's a backlash to Trump this time around that we'll find out that's not necessarily related to policy, but because it's not a policy thing that American people just woke up and the East Wing was rubble. Demolished, and there's nothing you could do about it. Like, I wonder, because this is what I'm feeling. Like, okay, I disagree
The
with this.
attitude.
The attitude. that house, he doesn't seem to understand that the house doesn't belong to him. But that's the foundation of the country, is that
people's
the
house.
house doesn't belong to you. You're a renter at best. And he seems
By the
to
way,
think
the
it's
renter
his house.
just did some nice upgrades to the Lincoln bathroom as well. It's marble and gold.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Just
The
as Lincoln had. Like,
yeah,
when
just
you-
as Lincoln had indoor plumbing.
Yes. I look, maybe we needed something, but what annoys me, and I'm wondering if it will annoy other voters in the future, is this just not feeling that there was a need to consult the American people over something like this. It's just, I won the election, I'm here.
Those are referred to as never Trumpers that are within the GOP. I think a lot of that is attitude, demeanor, how he conducts himself in the office of president. It's not because those people still would oftentimes agree with him on a policy.
He does not see himself. When you think of president as two things, caretaker and guy with the leverage to get things done. On the caretaker side, I'm convinced that he does not see himself as the actual president of any American that disagrees with him. I don't think he sees himself as, like, you're supposed to think, hey, those people out there protesting
They're
me,
still my-
I still have to take care of those people because I'm their president. He sees it as a zero-sum game. And that what he does see himself as president over the people who disagree with him is he's president and they're not, therefore he has the leverage, so use it. This is what I'm learning about Trump. Any little leverage you have, you use all the time. That's what I'm seeing. And that might be something for a boardroom or whatever.
When in doubt, litigate.
And when in doubt, litigate.
What if I invite you to the first fete, which is also a gala?
Uh-huh.
I don't know why you're looking at me there, Mr.
And,
Trump.
well, I don't know if you know. I don't know that you know what fete is. You're
That's
young.
a lot.
It is a lot. If I invite, I'll invite you to the.
John and Paul met at a fete. That's why I know about it.
Well, I'll invite you. You could sit at my table, the very first event in the
very first one?
beautiful Trump ballroom.
Really? The first
You can
one?
have a choice of Burger King with Whopper cheese or without Whopper
I get
cheese.
my own choice.
We'll have that in the back, Bill.
Is it even going to be finished? Will it be finished? By the
He's a fast builder.
It will be. It'll be finished.
It'll be finished.
I think that's one of the reasons
Would you like
he
it?
expedited the teardown.
Would you change your mind, maybe? And
Well,
maybe
you're saying
I'll buy your show.
Are you
have
giving me some-
Don Jr. buy your show? Put it, $10 million.
10
$10
million?
million might change his. Yeah,
He's trying to butter you up there, Eric. Look at that.
Hey,
Surprising.
you know
Look at
what?
that. Hey.
You know what? East Wing, West Wing. Who
Exactly.
cares?
What does it matter, right?
Potato,
That's
potato.
right. That's right. I get to go to the first fete, and I get $10 million?
Well, your show, yeah.
Well, I mean,
For you.
He is the show.
I am the show.
Yeah. Well, maybe give Jared, $20 grand.
A little bit more than that, Mr. President.
Give Autumn a couple bucks, because
Yeah, come on.
otherwise I got to listen to
I
it for
don't
the rest
think
of my life.
I could give her $1 million today, and she'll still hate me.
I wouldn't take it.
No, that's not true. She will take it.
I'd really want to
you
not
would
take it.
$5
million.
You would take
per
it.
child.
This is what you would rationalize. You would rationalize. What would we say? 100 million?
No,
10 million.
10 million. Okay, 10 million.
10 million to
You
you.
would rationalize. You would give $1 million to the Democrat Party, take the other 9 million, and be like, okay, I did
Nah.
my part. Alex Williams. That's what I would. Alex,
Screw them. They got
take
enough
the money. What are you going to be, the one person that doesn't take the money? We live in the take the money era. Alex Williams says 285 is crowded on the north side.
I'll take the money. 285 westbound. Yeah, we're seeing the brake lights heading into that bright sunshine area. 285 westbound delays start right around Ashford Dunwoody Road over to I-75 in Cobb County. Not going to see any improvement as you head southbound, passing Truist Park. 285 southbound. It's a packed house. Looking at least 20 minutes through Smyrna Vinings down to I-20, the West Freeway. 285 north, the inner loop also on the brakes from Highway 166 Langford Parkway up past Martin Luther King Jr. Drive. How's the inner loop on the north side looking, Sky Smith?
The north side of the perimeter, I-285 east from 400. You are on and off again on those brakes into Doraville, and I-285 southbound from 85 in DeKalb County. You are rolling definitely slow down all the way down to Memorial Drive. This report is sponsored by Callaway Resort and Gardens. Callaway Christmas at Callaway is calling. Make new memories together at Fantasy in Lights, November 14th through January 4th. Get tickets today at CallawayGardens.com. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Where you going is a given. How you're getting there?
Well, that's the question.
We will start to see some delays if they shut that ramp down on 285 East.
Before you hit the navigation
You're
app.
going to be slowing right around Hudson Bridge Road.
Listen to the people you can trust.
And really slow out of Ackworth into Emerson.
Updated traffic as often as you need it every time you listen.
We had a lot going on this morning through Henry County.
More experience, more reliable, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Triple Team Traffic.
95.5 WSB. How Atlanta gets there.
Attention veterans and active military, thank you for your service. Overhead Door Company of Atlanta will double your veterans discount in November. Veterans and active military get 10% off through November at Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. 10% off all doors, openers, any service or repair. Schedule a free in-home estimate for your new garage door or save on your annual garage door tune-up in November. Schedule online at overheaddooratlanta.com or call 404 USA Door.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed right here on 95.5 WSB. Well, Chris, as you know, time just keeps on ticking. We're putting another year under our belt, so it seems like a really good time to take stock of our financial lives and put together that plan that's built to last.
There are occasions throughout the year where I feel like it's critical for people to engage their financial lives and get the information that they deserve from a financial advisory team. And this is one of those times, to be quite frank. So we ask that you call us if you have a minimum of $500,000 in your full portfolio. But we're going to do away with that minimum so that those folks can have an equal opportunity to understand what's in their portfolio as well. Now, you have to have some money, right? I can't help you to build your wealth at work, right? But I sure can help, I believe, with your 401k, IRA management. There's probably 2 or 3 things that'll surprise you that you may want to take action on. So the next 10 people that call in will work up either a portfolio x-ray, or if you feel like you need a full retirement plan, go to unleashyourmoney.com, click on portfolio x-ray, or click on full retirement plan. We think you'll be impressed enough, and we want you to become a client. There's no question about it. We believe that we are a very competent fiduciary advisory team, and we want to offer that to our listeners. Let Hoffman Financial Group actually show you how we perform, and I believe we perform at the pinnacle of this industry.
Call the Hoffman Financial Group at 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
You need to replace all your windows, but some can't wait.
Start small with a single window or one room, and your window price will be locked in. Hi, it's Ted and Jonathan from North Georgia Replacement Windows.
Our fiberglass windows are beautiful, not big and bulky like vinyl composite windows.
Your detailed window and door installation will be quick, clean, and hassle-free.
Window shopping made simple with 0% interest available.
Infinity from Marvin, replacement windows, yeah!
We're having a party and you're invited. Join Centerwell Senior Primary Care for our free grand opening party. Come meet our care team and tour the new center. Plus, food, music, games, and more. Celebrate with Centerwell East Spalding on Wednesday, November 5th, off Charles Hardy Parkway near the Walmart from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Learn more at CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. That's CometoCenterwellGeorgia.com. We'll see you soon.
You know you want a luxurious deck, but you're feeling overwhelmed with so many options. It's enough to make your head spin. Hi, I'm Scott Nelson, owner of Nelson Exteriors. Maybe you know exactly what your dream deck looks like. We can build that. If not, we offer design help and expert guidance to create a beautiful, high-quality deck that you'll enjoy every day. Decks done differently, decks done right, with exceptional customer service at a reasonable price. Get your free estimate, Google Nelson Exteriors.
Cooler temperatures mean planting time. Ashley Frasca for NG Turf, Atlanta's premium sod supplier. NG Turf offering Rebel Supreme Fescue and now Sunbelt and Southern Blue. Bluegrass blends that are cold hardy and keep their deep green color year round. Shop at ngturf.com.
Still draining the brain of Bill Crane. Why don't you go ahead and tell people how they can get more Bill Crane?
Bill Crane One Man's Opinion is a weekly column you can sign up for on Substack or read here on WSBRadio.com or about 90 other media outlets around the state. Or you can look at my company's website, CSI Crane, or just type Bill Crane One Man's Opinion. Way more content than you want. YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and what am I leaving out?
Overwhelm them. All the platforms.
Truth Instagram. Social. Yeah, and Facebook.
No Truth Social?
No Truth Social.
No
Okay.
Truth Social.
No.
No Blue Sky?
Liar, liar, pants on fire. Nope, no Truth Social.
Trump threatens to cut funds if communist, in quotes, if communist Mamdani wins mayoral election in New York City. This is the headline from The Guardian. This is kind of what he did to the voters of Argentina, didn't he?
Yeah, in a way.
Hey, if you want this $20 billion or whatever it was, I think it all together came to $40 billion. If you want that, then you got to elect this guy. If you don't elect that guy, America's not giving you any money. Kind of like keeping it inside. And does he have this power? Does he have the ability to?
Well, he can redirect budget dollars, as he just proved on taking out some significant transportation projects that New York City was going to get infrastructure to connect rail tunnels underneath the Hudson River into New Jersey. And he has tremendous, ability to tell Congress what to do when they come back in session, and the way he has the relationship, as long as the Republicans have the majority, with House Speaker Nice Johnson, where all spending bills originate in the House. So, yeah, he could do a lot of damage there.
It's one of these reasons that you don't want to become a one-party state, because if you're a Republican, you don't have to worry about New York State.
China.
I mean, first of all, most of New York
China,
State.
sorry.
Yeah, most of New York State is more like Indiana than New York City, but New York City has 8 million people, so it has quite an outsized influence, obviously, on the politics of the state. But California being another one, if you become a one-party state, when the other party has the White House, they don't have to worry about disappointing you because they have no hope of ever winning where you are. It's always better to be kind of one of those states that can go either way. Every state is going to have its default, but is open to someone from the other party.
More bribery comes your way if you're a purple state. Yeah, and Donald Trump knows many people, friends, millionaires, billionaires that live in the city now. The other shoe that's going to drop, I think, and I believe Mr. Mamdani will win the mayor's race, is a lot of capital will leave the city for places like Connecticut and New Jersey,
Florida,
and declare residence in Florida, which there is no income tax in, Texas, and it will hit the city's coffers at a very difficult time, and that social spending spigot will have to be cranked down, or New York will face its third bankruptcy.
What's the
The
politics?
federal government's not going to step in and help.
That's got me thinking about it. What are the politics that have, because I would think that Georgia would be more like Florida in that sense. Has Georgia ever seriously considered no income tax the way Florida has?
The current lieutenant governor is proposing that as one of the key policies, if you will, of his campaign for governor. The state has been cutting it. It started with the state house. In the last decade, it was like 7.5%, and it's now around 5.25%. They've been cutting it by a quarter or half percentage point each year.
How do states make that up? How does Florida make that up?
Florida
Just
has
property taxes just by having more
Florida
people?
has Mickey Mouse and tourism and
Right.
beaches on both sides. So
Right.
tourism dollars, both the sales tax of that and hotel motel tax of that.
We got Lake Lanier.
And we do have one of the largest man-made lakes in the country, but we don't have the same kind of tourism. Tennessee has some governmental spending and other things to help flatten out their budget. We may get there, but overnight it's 40% of our budget, the state.
All right, Bill Crane. Have a great rest of the day. I'm sure people can see you on.
I don't feel drained yet, so
you're not
I'll
drained.
go upstairs.
Head on up to Channel 2, and people can be tuning in for your commentary
and analysis.
And analysis. That's the word I was looking for. Analysis.
I got you, man.
All evening long. Thanks, Bill.
Take care.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on I-20 in DeKalb.
Yeah, it looks like it's right on that collector distributor ramp where everybody ramps off of I-285 before Wesley Chapel. So 285 east slows back at Flat Shoals. 285 south now jamming in around Glenwood Road. Checking the ride on I-85 toward Gwinnett County, it's Sky Smith.
I-85 northbound inside the perimeter is jammed at Chamblee Tucker Road up to Jimmy Carter Boulevard. Then it's stop and go into Duluth. Highway 316 is sluggish up to Dacula. Traffic is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
It's November, and I'm counting my blessings. My family, my friends, and my Aero Exterminators team member, Ken. While I'm making my Thanksgiving guest list, I know that Ken, my Aero team member, has protected my home from all those unwanted guests. Aero's been family-owned for over 61 years, and with a 100% customer satisfaction guarantee and environmentally friendly solutions. Call for your free pest inspection. Call 888-GO-AERO or visit aeroexterminators.com and tell them Belinda sent you.
I'm consumer investigator Dale Cardwell.
And I'm Monica Pearson. Dale and I have worked together for years, first at WSB, and today helping you find Georgia's best companies and sharing why they're the best.
Monica, one of the first companies I researched and recommended is AMCO Transmissions and Total Car Care. For more than a dozen years, they've consistently met my 7-point standard and honored my Make It Right guarantee. And I know you believe in AMCO just as much as I do.
Dale, over the years, we've both reported about people getting taken advantage of. So I'm keenly aware what it takes to deliver not just great performance, but great customer service. People who follow my advice literally stop me on the street and thank me for referring them to AMCO.
We all need mechanics we can trust for correct diagnosis, efficient repair, and fair price. Not just for transmission repair, but engines, brakes, check engine lights, and so much more. Call the locally owned AMCO near you.
And I know their nationwide warranty protects you everywhere.
That's AA.
MCO.
If you're ignoring any cracked bricks or concrete cracks, you could be ignoring underlying foundation problems. You'll want to get ahead of these problems sooner rather than later. Don't wait any longer. Visit aquaguard.net today to book your free inspection. Remember,
AquaGuard.
Men, trouble in the bedroom? Not anymore. Priority Men's Medical Center restores your love life in just one visit. Their painless breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE. Here's a specialist in men's health.
I'm Dr. Simovitz. Have Viagra or Cialis let you down? Priority Men's Medical Center offers the most effective treatments that eliminate ED and PE, with men lasting longer than ever. 98% of patients see instant results on their first visit.
Priority Men's Medical Center's breakthrough treatments eliminate ED and PE, regardless of age or medical history. Your consultation and first treatment are free. You'll see instant results in the office. Plus, qualified patients get their testosterone checked free. Call 404-885-8885. 404-885-8885. To restore your love life in just one visit, call now. 404-885-8885.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 5:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Overhead Door Company of Atlanta. Our top local story, a former Atlanta Hawks executive is accused of ripping off the team to the tune of millions of dollars. He could face significant time in prison.
Lester Jones joined the team's front office in 2016, working his way up to senior vice president of finance. But beginning in 2017, federal prosecutors say he used company credit cards and fake invoices to fund luxury trips, jewelry, and other personal expenses. In all, he is alleged to have stolen over $3.8 million, concealing the fraud by altering financial reports and falsifying emails to make personal spending appear legitimate. Jones has pleaded not guilty to one count of wire fraud. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in federal prison. Graham Carroll, 95.5 WSB.
68 degrees in Atlanta, warming up into the mid-70s tomorrow afternoon. When does bitter cold arrive? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Atlanta students march to the polls for Election Day. Christopher Lambry is a member of the Student Government Association at Morehouse.
We're going down Atlanta Student Movement Boulevard, which is a sort of historical mark as well, where previous marches were held. And we're going to Flipper Temple Church, which is our polling location.
20 organizations across Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta are participating. This is the second year they've held a march to the polls, and Lambry hopes they'll make it a regular election year event. State Elections Director Blake Evans says lines are not long.
Voters are getting through the process very smoothly.
talked with one person in our office that went to vote first thing this morning, and he was in and out in 10 minutes.
Your power bill could be impacted by today's voting in Georgia. 2 of the 5 seats on the Public Service Commission are up for grabs. The PSC is the regulatory group that sets rates for utilities like Georgia Power. There are also a number of other races on the ballot in the metro area, including mayors, city council seats, and a number of referendums. On the 35th day of the government shutdown, a warning of chaos in the skies if the shutdown lingers into next week. CBS News transportation correspondent Chris Van Cleve reports on the dire prediction from Transportation Secretary Sean Duffy.
He says the FAA may be forced to close certain parts of the nation's airspace because they won't be able to manage it. They won't have enough air traffic controllers. His concern is the already surging number of air traffic controllers calling in sick. Those numbers will climb even higher.
The White House says it is complying with court orders regarding SNAP benefits.
The Department of Agriculture, as for the latest SNAP payment in the judge's order, put out guidance to states today on how to get that money to the recipients of SNAP.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt says it's going to take some time to get that money to SNAP recipients. She's clarifying a social media post from President Trump today saying benefits wouldn't be paid until the government reopens. She says the president is referring to not wanting to tap into emergency funds any further to pay for the food assistance program. Decatur is for the birds. It's earned the right to be called a bird city.
The designation of Bird City goes to Decatur because it has done certain things to protect or improve bird habitats. Adam Betchel is with Birds Georgia and says it's time to act.
In 1970, we had roughly 10 billion breeding individuals in the United States, and now that number is down to 7 billion.
Decatur has also worked on lighting.
To have lighting that abides by the International Dark Skies Guidelines.
Decatur will also host events in connection with World Migratory Bird Day next May. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
News about your health. If you want to protect your brain, get moving.
Even a modest amount of physical activity can delay Alzheimer's disease for years. That's according to a new Mass General Brigham study that showed people who walked 3,000 to 5,000 steps a day saw cognitive decline delayed for 3 years on average.
Michael George reports people who walked 5,000 to 7,000 steps a day delayed their cognitive decline by 7 years. It's now 5:34. Time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, still watching the delays on 285 in both directions over into DeKalb County, trying to ramp onto I-20. Looks like whatever is holding you up there is still in the roadway, 20 eastbound, the collector distributor ramp before Wesley Chapel, and then just tapping that brake pedal as you make your way out to the mall at Stonecrest. On the south side, 75 southbound, not awful this afternoon. You're bunching up, though, out of Hateville, trying to get down into Forest Park with that merging madness. 85 southbound, a little sluggish from I-285 down into Union City. Checking I-20, the West Freeway, with the help of Sky Smith.
Oh, yeah, it's that sunshine slowdown that's on your I-20 westbound ride. It's stop and go from Joseph E. Lowry Boulevard as you get past 285, and then you're slowing down again when you hit Six Flags all the way out to Highway 92. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool this evening as temperatures fall into the low to mid-40s through tomorrow morning. Sunny skies tomorrow afternoon, warming up to a high of 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75. Increasing cloud cover, but staying mainly dry Friday, high 73. The rain showers won't roll in until late Friday into early Saturday. Drying out Saturday afternoon, high 72. A few isolated rain showers on Sunday with a high of 68. Then freezing cold temperatures arrive just in time for Monday and Tuesday mornings.
66 in Scottdale, 65 in Johns Creek, and 68 in Fairburn. More news at 6 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
It's Jonathan Geller at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. In Atlanta, I'm going to be that guy and start talking about Christmas before the leaves are even done falling. Because I want to share some seriously special gift ideas with you, and you should start thinking about them now. This season, D. Geller & Son is all about the magic of custom, personalized jewelry gifts. Whether it's a custom birthstone necklace and earring set, or that one-of-a-kind dream-worthy ring, with your sentiment and our expertise, we can make it happen. Let's plan ahead and make this holiday season unforgettable at D. Geller & Son Jewelers. In Kennesaw, Sandy Springs, and online at dgeller.com.
Steel Horse Law has mastered riding our Georgia roads and the twists and turns of Georgia law.
Castile Plumbing and Electrical knows that if your old water heater conks out from Aunt Gail's 2-hour showers this holiday season, or your decorations keep tripping the breakers, well, then everything falls apart. That's why you can count on Castile for 0% interest financing on installs, plus a plumbing or electrical inspection for just $99, so we can address any clogs or hums ahead of time. And as always, we're here to help with same-day emergency service, even on holidays. Book today at CastileAir.com.
Hey, Rufus, who's a good boy? You know, your roof protects everything, Rufus, and everything you love in your home. And Finley Roofing takes that responsibility seriously. Our veterans protect our freedom, our lives, and all the roofs in our country. Dave Baker here for Finley Roofing, the roof guys. You know, Veterans Day is November 11th, Rufus, and Finley Roofing wants to thank our local veterans with a special $1,500 discount on roof replacement. Wait, what's that, boy? Rufus says these are the only vets he likes, so he's begging you to go to the Finley Roofing Facebook page, nominate your favorite veteran, and they could win a prize package with Eric Church concert tickets, cool swag, roofing discounts, and more. That a boy. Veterans protect us, and Finley Roofing wants to protect veterans. Hurry, the $1,500 roof replacement discount ends November 11th, and 0% financing is available. Schedule your free roof analysis today at finleyroofing.com.
So Obama was at a rally in New Jersey, I guess, because there's got a big governor's race going on there, right? It's kind of close.
It's very close.
So
that's the plastic bag debate that's going on.
That's right. That's right. Obama got rid of the plastic bags.
You don't need plastic bags. Just get the paper one or the handle of the cloth one that gets dirty.
So while at the rally, I guess this young, hot girl kept yelling and yelling and yelling. Got his attention. And he did one of these things that many married men will relate to. He gave in and complimented the young lady, and then quickly followed it up with, "But my wife is better."
I love you, but hold on. I heard you, girl. Just settle down. I'm here to talk to everybody, not just you. I mean, you look cute. But I am married. Michelle's fine, too.
You're also 65 or something. Would I get away with that from a...
I'm not dead yet.
Somebody in their 20s? Think I would get away with that?
Someone screaming at
in the live lounge?
If you did it on
Hey, baby, you're looking pretty good.
That's different.
You're fine, girl.
Oh, you're fine. You're fine.
I like at the beginning
You like to kayak?
he makes this kind of noise in the beginning here when he first hears her respond. Yeah, Tim's onto it right there. That's bizarre.
That's almost
hanging
like
out with Tony Romo.
Yeah, what was that? You got that from yesterday? Did you hear that noise Tony Romo made during the Bills-Chiefs game?
I saw that you guys talked about it yesterday.
No, this is amazing. This is worth 2 days in a row going over it again. That happened on television. I can't.
Jim. Maybe he was doing a hawk.
That's what I was thinking. This almost sounds like Harry the Hawk.
Hawk. Go Hawks.
He's a big Trey fan.
He's got a fish at Tua.
Hawk.
Tua.
Oh, God.
What happened to her? Amaya, no.
I made a little bit of money. And I said, well, okay, I got to go.
She tried to make the comeback after the big rug pull with the meme coin and all that. And I guess that was a disaster. I can't remember why exactly.
Don't matter.
Well, there was insider secrets about the coin that she was promoting, Hawk coin.
No, I remember the initial thing, but then she went away, and then she had a show where she came back.
Right.
And then apparently everybody tore that to pieces. Like I just can't remember exactly why. I'm sure it was I'm sure that she deserved it, but now it's just like maybe you're right. Like maybe she went. You know what? I was nobody. Maybe she's made a few $1 million.
I would go back to being a vet tech.
Okay, yeah. I mean, with a couple, does she have a couple? How much money? Can you look this up, George Clark? I don't know if we can get a good answer because if you look up what I make, it's anywhere between, I don't know, $30,000 a year and $11 million. The truth is somewhere in between.
So they're not lying.
They're not lying necessarily. So I don't know if we can find out what Hawk Tua has made.
Her last Talk Tua episode came out in May.
Wow.
Right. So, and that was maybe the comeback, or maybe the comeback was before then. But the comeback did not come back. It didn't do well.
Yeah, she did about 9 episodes before finally calling it quits from the comeback.
Maybe she settled down.
But
found
was
a
she?
man.
Well, that's great. I wish her the
she-
best.
she
What I
has
want to
Pookie.
know, and I'm rooting for her, by the way, because I root for people to just find money. I think that's great. I think every once in a while, somebody's got to just find $1 million laying on the ground and just put it in their pocket. And as long as it's not stolen, it's fine. Just manufactured money. It's just laying there. I root for people like that. I don't know about other
Not my
people.
fault. That's right.
That's
it's
right.
not my fault that things got popular.
That's right. It's not your
And
fault.
I just cashed in when I could.
She's
and then I
still-
did a little bit of unscrupulous, Bitcoining and stuff.
But
and
you
then it's
didn't
over.
know.
Ah,
But
She
you
got
didn't know.
taken advantage of.
Well, it looks like that, but we don't really know.
She looks so innocent.
Grok estimates she made about $1 million.
That's not bad. You pay taxes. Like, she walks away with.
I'm gonna put it in a high interest yield savings account.
Okay, that whole
Oh,
thing.
there you go.
If that whole thing basically dropped $650,000 in your pocket at the end of the day, that's not bad.
It's not bad. All I did was say hot tool
That's
on
right.
that thing.
That's right.
You
You're
know what I'm
young.
saying?
You put that away. You invest it, and you come back to it in
Hell
40
yeah.
years or something
I'm gonna
like
get
that.
I'm gonna maybe use it for my wedding, stuff like that.
Your wedding.
Yeah, with
yeah,
with
maybe like a
Pookie.
down payment on a house or something.
Yeah, something like that.
Which
Something like that.
in my opinion, her mistake was that she revealed Pookie way too early in her podcast series.
I don't know who Pookie is.
That's her boyfriend. She revealed him in
Wait,
one
your
of the later
boyfriend's name
episodes.
is actually Pookie?
Well, it was
Well,
called
that's what I
Pookie.
call him, Pookie.
Okay.
I think her biggest mistake is not doing an OnlyFans.
Well, don't give up hope.
Yeah.
She may hit hard times. She's still young.
All right, I'll
The
pray.
OnlyFans, for people who have the opportunity to make real money, OnlyFans comes later. Now you got to hope not too much later.
Well,
but she could be
got about 3 years.
She could be in dire straits at 32. Who
Yeah,
knows?
that's too late.
I'm assuming she's not 32. Maybe she is. I have no idea. I didn't follow the Hawk Tua.
She has a passive
story.
income from social media because she's got millions of followers. So.
Did you see the? Oh, she's 23. She got plenty of runway.
got
I
about
got a
6
lot
years.
of time left.
That's right.
I'm gonna invest it in the what's it called? The market.
Crypto.
I think it makes like 8% or something.
Sure, you just go ahead and just dump your money.
Yeah, so I'm gonna put in
Fine.
there.
Just close your eyes and just dump it away.
And look, it'll just sit there, and it'll be like a lot of time to invest. To like
Yeah.
sit and make money on top of money.
Are there no really like C or D level reality shows left that she could jump onto?
Ooh, I bet
I could get on something like
Remember that one where
like I'm a celebrity, get me out of here. Or something?
yeah, like that. Those still exist.
She could easily do one of the Netflix
I mean,
ones.
Vern
Maybe like
Troyer's
Dance
no
with
longer with
Stars.
us. There's a spot open.
Oh, what's that one? You know what I want to do?
Thank you, George, for getting that. Yes.
I'm sorry. What?
Go ahead. Go
You
ahead.
talking?
No,
I'm
go ahead.
sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'll talk to you.
He was mini me. Talk to a girl.
It's talk to you.
What's that show where they go and they be like military guys, and it's all celebrities. They're all kind of
You mean it's like a Navy SEAls thing, like where you
yeah,
have to,
and they all like jump off of stuff and
Yeah.
helicopters and
Yeah.
like,
You
get in
wanna
the
do that?
desert. Yeah, I could
She
do
ought to
that.
be able to
Kate-
do that.
Kate plus 8 did it. I
Yeah.
could do it.
Did Kate plus 8 do what did she give birth while doing it or no? She done.
No, she's out of the birthing game for a long
Okay.
time.
What's the deal with her husband? Is he
Wasn't he the pervert?
No.
No. You're getting them confused
the
with the
Duggars.
Duggars.
Or
The Duggars.
Who, by the way,
Duggars.
Autumn used to just be so into that, and I
You
said
know? I
know,
from
you were
day
obsessed,
one. I mean,
Autumn.
I said from day one, I was like, "These aren't good people. I know it.
You're
I
right.
know
You're
it.
right.
I know." That's why I keep
You're
patting myself on the back. 'Cause I was right.
They had a bunch of kids too, I guess.
Well, that was 19. Was that 19 and counting?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
these
19.
horrible family who used these kids to try to get political power, and they knew. By the way, the oldest kid, is he in jail right
Josh.
now?
Yes, he is.
Okay, because he ended up being found for like pedophile stuff, right?
Yeah, it's stuff on his computer.
Yeah,
He
okay,
had
okay,
downloaded,
okay. But when he was a
billions of-
kid, there was a problem.
Yeah.
With the sisters, and
It was
and
while
I
they
don't
were
want to go into
sleeping.
it deep because it kind of ekes me out. But there was a problem, and this is why I say the family is just not a good family. I don't care if you agree with their religion or not. That's great, but the family themselves, not a good family, because that happened before they got famous. So they knew that their oldest son had been through this thing. They had mental stuff and everything, and then they put the whole family in the spotlight. That's called selfishness. That's called using your children for your career. Television, this guy wanted to be like the governor of the state or something. I saw a picture once where he went voting with all 19 kids behind him,
He ran.
all dressed in red,
He did,
white, and blue.
And Josh also was part of some political Christian family values thing.
Right before. Yeah, he did. They made him the head of the. It was one of those that we hear about all the time.
Yeah.
Family Matters or something like that. They made him the head of
TV
that.
show.
No, yeah. No, the TV show
Did I do that?
TV show has qualities. But man, you show me a politician voting who has a bunch of kids behind him and they're all dressed in red, white, and blue. Immediately, I do not trust you. Like, there's one thing I know is I'm not going to trust you. Alex Williams says it's stacked and packed through downtown.
Yeah, a slow Tuesday evening, that is for sure, Eric. 400 southbound, you're hitting the brakes just before Lenox Road. 75 all the way back up in Moores Mill. Not going to find any relief till you get down to I-20. 75, 85 northbound, that's no better. You're jammed in University Avenue, passing Peachtree Pine Street. And if you're taking Northside Drive out of Northwest Atlanta, that's a slow ride southbound from Deering Road, getting past Mercedes-Benz Stadium. Checking the ride on I-75 and I-575, it's Sky Smith.
Yeah, you're seeing slowdowns I-75 northbound through Marietta into Ackworth, starting just past Delk Road and ending at Highway 92. Your I-575 northbound ride is crawling from I-75 into Woodstock. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
More local news.
The employee at a Walmart in Covington is in custody. Atlanta companies already warning of turbulence in the economy.
More traffic.
One crash on I-20 westbound.
40 minutes to head up the connector.
More weather.
We may be seeing this tornado strengthening.
Atlanta's morning news. Tomorrow morning at 5.
Newton County authorities crediting the Georgia State Patrol.
Wake up with 95.5 WSB. How Atlanta starts its day.
Scratching, scampering, and scurry noises in your attic? You've got squirrels. Hey, it's Mark Aram here. Better get Breda Pest Management to kick them out before those squirrely scoundrels start running an Airbnb in your attic. Those squirrels not leaving without a fight. They'll keep coming back, chewing new holes over and over again. Under the Breda Wildlife Guarantee, you stay protected and at no additional cost.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
When you're leaving the house, do you plead with your garage door? Please open, please open. Hi, I'm Dan Watkins, owner of All Four Seasons Garage and Entry Doors. Let us take that anxiety away with one quick call. Our highly trained technicians will get to the bottom of your garage door issues. It could be a simple repair, a malfunctioning opener, or maybe just needs a tune-up. But if it's time for your garage door to be replaced, we'll make that easy too, with upfront pricing and free estimates. When trust matters, trust us. All, the number 4, Seasons Garages.com.
I'm here with Chris Hoffman, the founder of Hoffman Financial Group and host of Money Unleashed. Chris, every week on the show, we offer folks something we call the Portfolio X-Ray. I was hoping you could walk us through that process and tell us why the information it uncovers is so powerful.
Yeah, so the reason we love doing the Portfolio X-Ray for you is we do that behind the scenes. Everybody's extremely busy. Nobody wants to waste time in traffic. If you call in, we will ask you for some information via the phone. Once you've given us that information, we go to work and we put all the hours in developing the report. And I commit this to you. The Portfolio X-Ray is eye-opening. At least 90+% of the time, we can find 2 or 3 golden nuggets in there that you were not aware of that we can either change in your current portfolio mix for you. It's called a 401k optimizer. Or if we manage the assets for you, we certainly can recommend how to diversify away from some of the troubling points that are exposed during the Portfolio X-Ray. Once we've got that, then we'll have you in for your initial consultation. We will present the Portfolio X-Ray to you and walk you through the high points of it. And that's a document that you get to take with you. It's like getting a financial physical. Mm-hmm. So how many of you avoided going to the doctor for the annual physical last year? You do the same thing with your financial life. You ignore it. You keep pumping money into your 401k. You hope that it's going well. And I can tell you that hope is not a good investment or financial planning strategy. You need to know. So if you want to know, call us.
The Portfolio X-ray is complimentary. Give Hoffman Financial Group a call to schedule yours today. 404-737-3858, 404-737-3858, or online at unleashyourmoney.com. Investment advisory services offered through Brookstone Wealth Advisors, a registered investment advisor. Insurance and annuities offered through Hoffman Financial Group Incorporated, Georgia Insurance License number 163546.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Two first-round draft picks for Sauce Gardner?
Indy's going all in.
I think the Colts think that they can win the Super Bowl this year. I don't think that's worth it.
Sauce Gardner?
Sauce Gardner. Not his real first name. It's a nickname.
Oh.
But he is a cornerback, as you know, for the New York Jets. He had a great rookie year.
Flankerback.
But I'll tell you something. I do. That's the other side of the field. That's the offense. Flankerback. The cornerback.
No, I play both.
Both ways?
Both ways. Love.
Like, well, I'm blanking on the guy in Jacksonville.
Oh, Travis Hunter.
Yeah, I was going to say Trevor Horn.
Trevor. Okay, Joe Horn, Trevor Lawrence. Okay.
No. Trevor Horn is the guy from the Buggles who was once in Yes.
Wow.
Well, thank you very much. He also produced a lot of great music. And
okay then.
So he's not a forgettable person necessarily. I don't know why I'm going down this rabbit
Sauce
hole.
Gardner.
Sauce Gardner.
Sauce.
Had a great rookie season. By the way, this is not a sports show, but as I've told you before, whenever my team has troubles, and the Bills had a couple weeks there of troubles, I'm still interested in football coverage, but I don't want to hear anybody talk about my team. So what I'll do is I'll tune into I love tuning into New York fan-based podcasts.
Well, they're relentless.
Well, both their teams are doing terrible. So I get it out of my system, and they're always like screaming and hollering. And so if I feel bad about my team, I can watch them go. And one of the things that the Jets podcast that I've heard a bunch lately, something that goes like, now remember, the Colts just gave up 2 first-round picks in the future for this guy. And this is what I've been hearing when I tune into like the podcast for the New York Jets. Stuff like this. Just exactly what the hell does Sauce Gardner do? That's what I've been hearing from like New York Jets faithful. So I don't know that 2 first-round picks, but it does say that maybe the Colts are thinking the AFC is nuts this year. The Chiefs are obviously off their game a little bit. Nobody knows what the Bills are. The Ravens have been hit hard early in the season. They look like they're good now, but they got to make up a whole lot of ground.
They're kind of like the Bengals last year. They're in a big hole, and they kind of have to
win.
And
the Bengals, they're going sideways a little bit. So maybe they're thinking, hey, you know what? We could jump up and win the AFC this year. So maybe he's not worth it in the future, but maybe it's worth it now. I don't know.
They got their quarterback for a while.
It seems to be. I mean, that game on Sunday was kind of rough. They have to worry about, is this guy going to turn again? But that says to me that they think that they got a shot to go all the way this year.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
Autumn knows.
But I don't think it's worth it unless they walk away with a victory in the Super Bowl, and then I guess it was worth it.
Yeah.
You never know.
Well, Autumn's the one that always wants to bring up sports all the time on the show.
I know.
She's the one.
Well, I mean, there's just so much going on right now.
Yeah, and it's all so interesting, isn't it?
And there's so much.
I'm trying to hold on to the fact that I guess we did. The Bills did nothing.
He forgot, Brandon.
We did nothing. We picked up no one.
Yeah.
We picked up no one. So, you know what? Here's the thing, and I have to remind all football fans of this. When I look at people that are GMs and coaches and they're not doing things that I think they should be doing, I do have to remind myself that even though I disagree with their moves, they have like a million times more experience and knowledge in football than I do. So I guess I'll just have to cross my fingers and go, all right, Bills, you wanted to end of the year sitting on $3 million. You didn't want to spend it. What would they have gotten for that anyway? I don't know. Another year.
I might go. I'm on this
Another
Sunday.
year of not winning a Super Bowl. It's okay.
Considering where the Falcons are, I might go drive and look at the beautiful North Georgia leaves this Sunday.
Hey, you got a new kicker. Everything's fine.
Yeah.
I should say we're going to be fine. It's my second favorite team, the Atlanta Falcons. Did they pick up anybody?
No.
What is going on? Look at the Colts trying to go win the Super Bowl. Dummies. They don't do it the right way. You got to manage yourself fiscally properly. Alex Williams is checking the slow spots around 285.
That is correct, Eric. 285 westbound on the north side, still jammed in out of Sandy Springs from Georgia 400 over to I-75 in Cobb County. Once you pass Cobb Parkway heading southbound into Smyrna, it gets a little better until you hit South Cobb Drive. Then you're stacked up again down to I-20. Also going to check 285 east and south through DeKalb County with the help of Sky Smith.
Yes, it is a slow ride on the perimeter. 285 east from Georgia 400. You'll hit those brake lights into Doraville. Southbound from I-85 in DeKalb County. Traffic stays heavy down to East Ponce de Leon. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
No matter the season, Breda's got your back, protecting the outside and inside of your home. It's the bugs inside you want gone. Breda, they handle bugs and critters.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
Hi, I'm Deborah Morton, host of Inside Georgia Real Estate, right here on 95.5 WSB. Each Saturday, my show covers Atlanta's housing market and all things real estate. Reach out to me for trustworthy residential real estate advice. My team and I at The Agency Atlanta have something amazing for you. The Agency Atlanta's Home Report Card, a free, customized analysis on your home, a secret weapon to get more when the time comes to sell. Know your home's strengths and weaknesses, how your home stacks up against your competition, and when you are most likely to get top dollar. You'll know how to bring your grade up to an A+ and net more money when it's time to move. So if selling your home has even crossed your mind, let me send you the Agency Atlanta's free home report card. This is invaluable information and it's free. Go to InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com today to connect with us at the Agency Atlanta. That's InsideGeorgiaRealEstate.com.
EMC Security.
Hey, it's Coach Mark Richt here. Everyone knows defense wins championships. And if you're not using EMC Security to defend your home and family, you need to step up your game. With EMC Security's no contract and local service, they are a clear number one. So give them a call or visit them online at emcsecurity.com. That's emcsecurity.com.
EMC Security. Smart protection for a safer tomorrow.
This is Wes Moss from Money Matters. You know, retirement is a lot like football. The best teams don't just show up on game day. They've got great coaches and a smart game plan. Without one, things go off the rails quickly. At Capital Investment Advisors, we would act as your retirement coach, building both the big picture strategy and the detailed plays that aim to help you score the retirement you want. Don't go into retirement with a bad playbook. Visit us at yourwealth.com. That's YOUR wealth.com.
Hi, I'm Dale with TrustDale.com. For over a decade, I've trusted America's best choice for windows, doors, siding, and decks. And with their 3-way warranty, including my $10,000 Make It Right guarantee, you can invest with confidence.
That's right, Dale. America's Best Choice offers highest quality, energy-efficient windows and special pricing on custom decks. We also offer beautiful siding, doors, and now roofing, all with no pressure, no gimmicks. Visit abcwind.com for your free in-home estimate. America's Best Choice. Quality you can trust, prices you can afford.
News, weather,
traffic. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6 o'clock, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by the Lloyd Advisory Group. Our top story, it is breaking news out of Louisville, Kentucky this hour, where a UPS cargo plane has crashed near the Louisville airport. Police say there are injuries. There are pictures of a large plume of smoke south of the airport. There's a shelter-in-place order now in effect for people within 5 miles of the airport. We're working to learn more about the size of the plane and the number of people injured. The FAA says the airport is now closed. Stay with WSB for updates on this breaking story, a plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. It is 67 degrees in Atlanta, mid-40s in the morning before we get into the 70s in the afternoon. When does the rain return? Meteorologist Christina Edwards has Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast coming up. Hundreds of students in Atlanta marched to the polls on Election Day to cast ballots.
It's the second time Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta have organized to march to the polls. Christopher Lambry is a political science major at Morehouse and a member of the university's Student Government Association. He says they've been trying to get the word out that off-year elections matter.
These elections are just as important, right? Who your public commissioner is, who your mayor is, etc. These are just as important as Congress or as the president because they make real life day-to-day decisions.
He hopes the effort becomes an annual tradition. Jonathan O'Brien, 95.5 WSB.
There are also municipal elections on the ballot today, and voters are not waiting in long lines.
State Elections Director Blake Evans says voters did show up for early voting.
We had over 600,000 voters come out during our 3-week period for early voting.
15,000 voted absentee ballot by mail. Evans says we won't have to wait long to hear results once the polls close.
We will have the results posted. Our county election officials will have the results posted from their 3 weeks of advance voting, as well as their absentee by mail received through yesterday.
The other results are expected to come in quickly as well. Lisa Nicholas, 95.5 WSB.
And we'll have those results tonight on WSB and on Atlanta's Morning News. Cobb County will keep one of its precincts open a little later tonight due to technical issues. A judge orders the East Cobb precinct at Mount Bethel Church on Lower Roswell Road to remain open until 7:35 p.m. since voters were unable to cast ballots until 7:35 this morning. Poll workers reported problems involving sinking poll pads. New at 6 o'clock, the Georgia Supreme Court upholds the conviction of former Metro Atlanta attorney Richard Merritt, who was found guilty of beating and stabbing his mother to death in 2019. He spoke to the court after his conviction in 2023.
I just want my family to know, as I sit here now, that I wish none of us had to go through it and endure the pain of this entire ordeal.
But Merritt had a change of heart, arguing he deserved a new trial because of insufficient evidence and ineffective assistance from counsel, as well as shackling during the trial. The state Supreme Court, though, disagreed. Merritt is serving a life sentence. New information today on a murder-suicide in Hall County as the couple's 9-year-old daughter FaceTimed a friend at the time of the shooting. The sheriff's office identifies the woman who died as 50-year-old Mallory Whitaker. The gunman, 51-year-old Adrian Alexander of Flowery Branch, killed himself. As their daughter spoke to her friend, the friend's parents contacted police. The child was not physically hurt and is now with relatives. Investigators are still working to determine a motive. The city of Alpharetta is getting a new jail.
We wanted to keep a jail operation running up here, and so we decided to start our own municipal jail, which is what we're doing. And our goal is definitely to be open in the next couple of weeks, if not within the next month or so.
Public Safety Director John Robinson says when Fulton County decided to close the jail annex in Alpharetta, the city set aside money to repurpose the facility. They have 72 beds and are in talks with Milton, Johns Creek, and Roswell to operate the jail jointly. Now an update on breaking news from Louisville, Kentucky. A UPS cargo plane has crashed near Muhammad Ali International Airport. Louisville police say there are injuries. It's not known yet at this time the size of the plane or any word on the total number of people injured. There is a thick plume of black smoke seen for miles at the airport. It is now 6:04, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. And Triple Team Traffic begins with Alex Williams.
Hey, Bill, been checking on a slow zone southeast leg of the perimeter, trying to figure out if there's a crash. 285 northbound, the outer loop just before I-20 exit 46. We're spinning the jam cam, see what's cooking there. Elsewhere, if you're traveling I-20 eastbound out into DeKalb County, not too shabby this evening. A few brake lights in that work zone from Wesley Chapel Road out to Panola Road. The West Freeway, 20 westbound, we're still seeing those delays, mostly now starting right at 285, then bunching up again from Riverside Parkway out to Lee Road exit 41. Then it's a clean shot out into Douglasville. Definitely not a clean shot through downtown Atlanta, Sky Smith.
Yeah, things are really jammed up getting into downtown on I-85 southbound from Cheshire Bridge Road, on 400 before Lenox Road, and 75 south near Howell Mill. Your sluggish journey is going to continue on down to I-20. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast, sponsored by Shoemate, the official plumber of Atlanta. Here's meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool this evening as temperatures fall into the low to mid
40s through tomorrow morning. Sunny skies tomorrow afternoon, warming up to a high of 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75. Increasing cloud cover, but staying mainly dry Friday, high 73. The rain showers won't roll in until late Friday into early Saturday. Drying out Saturday afternoon, high 72. A few isolated rain showers on Sunday with a high of 68. Then freezing cold temperatures arrive just in time for Monday and Tuesday mornings.
66 in Peachtree Corners, 64 in Covington, 59 in Hampton. More news at 6:30. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
Hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine. That's right, Caiaccio. I said hour 4 of the Von Hessler Doctrine begins right now. Is Greg Russ with us? Greg Russ, back from the Day of the Dead. Where were you, in Oaxaca?
I was in Oaxaca, but now I'm in Mexico City.
Oh, you're not even back in the States yet.
No, I fly back tomorrow, so I won't be on the show tomorrow, but maybe Thursday if you let me.
Well, listen, we'll have to see. We'll see how this one goes, and then we can decide. You know, I
didn't vote.
You sent.
I voted early. You could vote early.
Plenty of time to vote. You sent a couple of videos from the parade of the Day of the Dead in Oaxaca, and it was really awesome looking. I think that's cool. So lucky you weren't in some other town, though, because the mayor of some city where they were at that parade got assassinated.
I don't even know about this. I gotta do a quick search.
Look it up there, George. It was some area. You said the area of Mexico you were in has almost no cartel activity. This was in some other area that has cartel activity. But I'll tell you, if I was a politician, I'd never go to a parade. Because you're kind of standing in one place. That's the whole thing. Like, remember when Hillary was running for president and that 9/11 ceremony, and then she got sick?
Yes.
And she got to have the runs or whatever. But for the moment
she fell over.
She was like, they had her, you knew it was unusual. And the reason you knew it was unusual is because she was just sitting, waiting for them to bring the van around. And my understanding about the Secret Service is when the person they're protecting is in public, not like in a restaurant where you have to sit around, but in public, the idea is they're always moving. And, so that's the first sign that that there's a problem. And you just want them moving. You don't want the person you're protecting to be just outside standing in one place because you become too much of a target. And that's why, as a politician, no matter where you are in the world, I think a parade is the worst place to be because you're kind of standing in one place.
And how do you secure that? You can't.
Well, yeah. I mean, if you look at a lot of assassinations, like in the Middle East and stuff, they've happened. Didn't it happen to Sadat? Wasn't he on a parade, like a bandstand, kind of a stand watching a parade? Anyway, so where was this guy?
This was the Uruapan municipality, Carlos Alberto Manzo Rodriguez.
He was the mayor, and he got assassinated watching the parade for the Day of the Dead. I hope you're happy with yourself, Greg Russ. I don't know why I'm blaming you.
Yeah, my fault.
Hundreds
of miles away.
Yes.
Is that nothing to do with that. I think when you said that, I kind of laughed. It was just more shock.
Yeah.
It's not too far away from where I was, but it does look like there are cartels fighting over control in that area for drug trafficking routes.
What I don't know, and it's interesting because I think about these things, obviously, like a guy lost his life, and you're like, oh, it's assassination, and that seems like one thing to you. What I don't know about the politics of this region is the person who's mayor basically the person one cartel likes but another cartel doesn't like? Like, what I'm asking is, how much of politics as a politician and being a mayor in that system, is it likely that you're actually at least cartel adjacent? You know what I mean? Like, is it like just... The question is it a guy who just wanted to clean things up and then the cartels come in and kill him? Or is it somebody who's cartel adjacent and the other cartel that doesn't like the cartel that backs him? Am I making sense here? Like, I don't know how much empathy to have because I don't know how much the politicians themselves are trying to clean things up or if they're part of the problem.
Yeah, if they actually are influenced by the cartels.
You would think if they, because in a lot of these areas,
like the mafia in a way.
Yeah, well, in a lot of areas, the cartels do what the government can't, like help people in hard times and things like that.
With Carlos Manzo, the mayor who was assassinated, no, he was a vocal critic of organized crime and corruption.
Well, that makes it worse. That makes it worse.
Likely a target, yes. I mean, clearly a target, but that was probably the reason why.
Yeah, I don't think that'll ever go. I don't know. I guess some things just seem insurmountable. The idea that you would wake up one day and cartels would have no leverage and nothing in Mexico, it just seems impossible. Like, how do you get? I don't know. I don't know a lot
It would
about
take an
Mexico.
uprising from the people.
Yeah, but that uprising could be. These cartels are like governments in and of themselves. And so, like I said, honestly, there's certain areas where like people will be like, well, the cartels. Like, they make sure we have fresh water. I'm just making stuff up. But I mean, like, the people find themselves in situations where they can depend on these criminals so long as they don't cause them trouble more than they can depend upon local governments. So it's got to be a real hard thing to reform because you got to make the government work too. So, well, I'm glad that it didn't happen at the parade you were at, for heaven's
Sounds
sake.
like Eric Von
because
Hess. Go ahead, Greg.
I was going to say that was a great time, that parade. That was a nice thing to experience and be there for. At midnight after that parade, that's when the families go to the cemeteries and start honoring their past loved ones. And I wasn't going to go anywhere near that, but there are plenty of gringos who probably did. Look, I'm going to go stare at the people
who are
mourning the loss of their loved ones at the cemetery. Now I'm going to take pictures for my Instagram.
Yeah.
This is your way of saying you're better than those people. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm getting.
Let me tell myself what I need to tell myself, because as I said on the show last time when I joined from Oaxaca, there is a sense of when you travel, you want to be respectful of the place, and then you see a bunch of people who look just like you, and you think, oh my God,
Right. I'm
special
this.
about
Yeah.
this. And I'm just one of them.
Yeah.
But I'm going to try to set myself apart because I'm going to say please and thank you every time I speak to someone. Like even
In
at my
Espanol?
yes, and at my Airbnb, like I took out my own garbage and stuff. But
Oh.
for what reason, I don't know. But I thought they'll think he was a much better gringo than those other ones.
Yeah, you want to be the best gringo. You were in like
I
some
cleaned
sort
the
of
hair out of the soap, like off the soap. Like they gave us a bar of soap, and I was going to throw it away. It's not going to be used again, but I made sure to clean all the hair off the bar of soap.
So you're in
when
a
they threw it
you're
away-
in a silent competition with all the other gringos. You want to be
Yeah,
known
just
as the best gringo,
the polite one.
the polite gringo. All right,
The one who comes and respects the culture and is like, look, I'm here. I understand, that my presence does have an effect on this place, and I don't want that to be negative. I don't want that to be a negative thing. My God, we were watching that final World Series game at a bar, and there's just these loud-mouthed Valley Girl accented white women who came in.
who are into
Oh my
baseball.
God, you guys, Mexico's so cool.
Yeah, and it was like, if the Dodgers win tonight, and she had her face painted like the skeleton, like you get it painted for days.
Yeah,
and days.
because of the Day of the Dead, Dia de los Muertos.
And so you were embarrassed for the entire country.
I didn't
You were
look at her.
embarrassed for
I did
all
not,
Americans.
I just heard the voice, and I decided not to turn and look at her for even a second. I have no clue. I heard her face was painted. That's how I know. because
It's
I asked my
tequila
friend.
o'clock.
Were there locals in there looking at her?
Yeah, of course.
I'm sure she drew a lot of attention to herself.
I don't understand why you, even if you're at home, why you
Yeah.
act like that. Do you not have any self-awareness that you are that loud and annoying when you go into a place and you just start yelling
I
that it's
don't-
going to affect other people?
I was at a show last week. Steve Hackett. It was a very, very good show. It's a prog rock show. So there's parts of it that are very, kind of like mellow and ethereal. And there was a guy about two seats down from me who was so into it. But like, talk about no self-awareness. Like when the music was very mellow, like he would realize a song was coming along, and like it would just be like, dun, dun, dun. He likes telling. F yeah! Woo! Wow, I can't believe this. I can't believe he's playing this song. It's just like
You should have given him the reaction. You should be like, yeah, it's this song.
Yeah, but still, I'm there. I'd like to hear this song. But I wonder the same thing. It's like that wasn't a guy being negative, right? He was there. He loved the music. He was
Yeah,
kind
but he
of
likes being the center of attention.
I guess. And then
There's
he's like,
something going on.
Or
just
drunk.
complete.
yeah. And
He
there's
was drunk.
There's that thing where he starts chastising the rest of us because we're not doing what he's doing.
Oh, that's
like-
a Jared move.
Get up.
Everybody,
Jared,
listen,
can you yell
at-
at people for leaving a game?
If I'm at a
Something?
sporting event, yes, especially.
why can't I beat the traffic? What is so terrible
no,
about
no,
it?
sporting event
Why
is
do I
different.
have to watch Atlanta
Sporting-
United lose again?
Sporting events
and be
different.
Or
Or
stuck in the CNN
Sporting events are
garage.
totally different. If you are there and you are
What if my
supporting
babysitter
our
called
teams,
and my kid
doesn't matter.
No,
doesn't
no,
matter.
no.
You signed up for
Jared,
it. You're a Hawks
Jared,
fan. You're a Braves
Jared,
fan.
You didn't
You're
sign
a
up for
Falcons
anything.
fan.
It cost you
You
money.
are signed
you
up
paid.
for that.
You didn't
I
sign up. You paid money. You
would
paid money. That makes you a customer.
There is a very distinct difference between yelling at a sports game and going to a concert. At a concert, I totally get it. I
No,
would
no,
not
that's
be-
not what I'm saying. No, that's not what I'm saying. No, I'm not saying you can't yell at it. What I'm saying is you have to know the moment. If the band, there were plenty of times during the show where it was very loud and very rock and roll, but there were also times where it was like, peaks and valleys,
I 100%
and we were in
follow
the
you.
valley.
No, but Jared, he's saying that because you were saying that guy was chastising other people,
And
for
that's
not being
wrong.
so
I agree with you
excited.
guys. I agree.
Okay.
I
But
think
it's right for you to chastise people
when
leaving
you're
a sporting
at a
event.
sporting event. Sporting events are different than musical events.
Okay,
because
so
it
it's
is our job.
So it's 48 to 14,
I forgot
and
my
there's 2
insulin.
minutes left. And there's
48
two-
okay,
bad.
48-14
not a
is
true
different.
fan.
But if you are actually in a game and it's
I'm
like
going into
it's a one score, it's a one score game or it's a one run game, Braves game. It is your job as the fans to pick up the people around you and to be in the game till
so
the
that
very
we can
end.
pick up the multi-millionaires playing on the field.
Absolutely.
They're
yes.
Do you know
making
what one of the
built-in-
most annoying?
Absolutely.
Do you know what one of the most annoying thing is at a sporting event is when the team is losing? There's that one person who tries to get you fired up and excited.
Come on, guys, we gotta get him there.
There's a way to do it. There's different chance for when you're winning and different chance from when you're losing.
Let's
and
go, so and so. Let's go.
no.
Clap, clap.
Boo! What do you ultimately get out of it? I think one day you're going to realize I'm not. Even if by doing this I don't get anything.
Oh,
out of
I
it, you're gonna
absolutely
stop.
listen. At the Falcons-Bills game that I went to with Eric, I was getting my entire section going, even though
was
there
easy, though.
plenty
It's
of
easy,
times-
because you were winning.
They were
but
That's
there were
easy.
times though
Simple.
where the Bills were coming back, and again, that's where the chants are different from when you're winning compared to when you're
What are the
losing.
chants?
What I'm saying is, hold on, we got to get
First
a break.
place.
First of all, we got to take a break.
Win or
Secondly, you don't have any obligation because it costs a lot of money to go to these games. You're a customer at that point. It's your team's job to please you. That's
if
what
you
I
are,
say.
if you are a true Atlanta fan, then it is up to
get
you
out
to
of
help
it.
carry the team.
Yeah.
But I totally.
The players are making millions of dollars.
But
They shouldn't need
they
me
hear
to
me
help
up
them.
in the crowd. They're like, "There's Jared up there.
You don't
I'm
think she
playing
hear-
for
you don't think
Jared
she
right
hear-
now. I know
No.
Michael Penix is up
Shut
there. He's
up
like,
and
I'm
we'll
playing.
try harder.
I'm
No,
playing.
they should play. They should hear the sound of their paychecks.
I
That
know
should be
for
enough.
a fact to do it, but I agree with you on the concert thing. That's ridiculous if somebody's trying to get you. Why aren't you doing what I'm doing at a concert? I totally agree with you there.
Alex Williams says there's a crash on 285 in DeKalb.
That's right, Eric. We got this one on the jam cam. Right lane block, 285 northbound, the outer loop I-20, exit number 46. Keeping that right extra slow back to I-675. And just watched one clear out of the right lane to the right shoulder by the airport, 285 eastbound, the outer loop at Riverdale Road, exit number 60. What are things looking like now this evening on I-75 and 575, Sky Smith?
You can expect delays I-75 northbound from South Mariota Parkway up to Town Center Mall. I-575, your ride into Woodstock is definitely improving. You got just a few brake lights from Bells Ferry Road up to Highway 92. This report is sponsored by Callaway Resorts and Gardens. Christmas at Callaway is calling. Make new memories together at Fantasy and Lights. At Fantasy and Lights, November 14th through January 4th. Get tickets today at CallawayGardens.com. From the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center, Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Mark Arum.
I bet the show is more enjoyable.
Local.
Hormel Food expected to lay off about 135 employees from the facility they have over in Tucker.
Topical.
That surprised me. Hormel, I thought they'd be hiring.
Mark Arum.
Really a game changer.
Tomorrow at 9 a.m.
95.5 WSB. Atlanta's News and Talk.
Tara Fine Jewelry Company, just 3 miles from the Mall of Georgia in Beaufort. Coveted brands like De Beers Code of Origin Diamonds, Mikimoto, Roberto Coin, fine Swiss watches, and so much more. Visit Tara Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort today.
WSB Atlanta, WSB BFM, and HD1 Doraville. 95.5 WSB, Atlanta's News and Talk.
For many of you, it's happening. Your hair's thinning, your crown's disappearing, and maybe hair loss has you feeling your identity is lost altogether. Well, I got good news. It's Advanced Hair's incredible yet simple one-day treatment that starts regrowing your own natural hair the very next day, and it's guaranteed to grow for life. It's Mark Arum back with you. We've all seen the pills and lotions that come with monthly subscriptions. They help retain what you have, but what about regrowing your hair permanently in specific areas? From Advanced Hair's state-of-the-art facilities to their world-class physicians, it's not maybe your hair will regrow. It's guaranteed that your new hair will grow. You decide how much, how thick, and where. Advanced Hair has changed tens of thousands of lives, and I've seen their results, friends. For your free consultation, $250 off, and 250 free hair grafts, call 470-660-HAIR. That's 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Sponsored by Progressive. We make the claims process easy, so you can get back on the road in no time. It's why over 43 million drivers trust Progressive. See for yourself at Progressive.com.
Hey y'all, it's Belinda Skelton for Four Seasons Home Care. As many of you know, I lost both my parents recently, but I'm so thankful they were able to finish their lives at home where they wanted to be. And Four Seasons Home Care was so helpful to my family throughout the process. I get emails from listeners all the time and why I trusted Four Seasons Home Care. They tell me I don't want just anyone to care for my parents. Well, of course you don't. So here's why I work with Four Seasons Home Care. This is a real family-owned company. They vet and hire every single one of their caregiving specialists, and they don't farm out the care to contractors, and they're not some national corporation. So here's my advice, folks. Call Four Seasons Home Care and just start the conversation. Do your homework. This is a huge decision. It's a 100% free call that can change everything. Google Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta. That's Four Seasons Home Care Atlanta.
Not there yet, but you know it's coming.
Got to work those mouth muscles out.
At some point, I do.
That's what you got to do.
What are you trying
Let's not
to do?
get into
Whistle?
it. Let's not get
You wanna
into
whistle?
it. You don't need to know what I'm.
What are you guys
You trying to roll your R's? You know I can't roll my R's, so I don't even try to speak Spanish.
Just you can't roll your R's?
No, I can't. Can you do that?
R.
I always do.
Can you say like perro?
Perro. Perro.
No,
Perro.
no puede.
I can't do it either.
No puede.
I can roll my D's.
Oh, so say
That was pretty good.
So can Jared.
Say oh well.
Well, that brought everything to an end, Tim.
Somehow I didn't realize-
Somehow you killed the conversation there.
Way
It
to
just kind
go.
of stopped.
Autumn was in the middle of a point, and I was trying
I
to
don't even
listen
remember
intently.
what it was.
Nobody cares.
Oh man.
Hey, what's worse?
I'm just speaking
¿Tú no
the truth.
quieres hablar conmigo?
We were rolling R's and D's. I think we took it as far as we could.
Yeah, these are just the Greg Mexico travel diaries.
That's
I'll
right.
tell you about my trip back from Oaxaca to Mexico City yesterday. 8.5 hours on a bus.
Oh,
that's 2 hours, 2.5 hours longer than it should be. Some kid who was probably 10 started barfing. We were stopped in traffic for an hour because there were some protesters at a college who blocked the highway because they didn't like the director of the school.
Wow.
It was and
Sounds
I was
lovely.
reading about how
like being in
accidents
America.
well, accidents in Mexico, they don't have the response like we do in the U.S. So there was some accident I read about where people were stuck on the highway for 17 hours. And I was like,
Wow.
I'm never going to get back. This stinks. And then that kid started vomiting. And it just kept getting worse.
Oh, if I see someone do that, I might just do it myself.
You
So
walk.
was it at least, how was the weather?
It's very nice. It's
Like, what's the highs? What's the high? of the
high
day?
elevation. Mexico City's higher in elevation,
Right.
like 2,000
But when you were on the
meters, but-
bus, I want to know, when the kid starts retching,
the bus.
like, what is the heat level?
It's been ranging from 80 to, it drops to the 50s at night. On
Okay.
the bus, I don't know, it was probably in the 70s, but the air conditioning was on.
Okay.
It's not too bad.
Yeah, but still, just hearing it.
You got to eat in a plastic bag.
It's still
Love
very.
it.
Oh, okay.
The real question, Greg, is your buddy feeling fulfilled? Because he's the one that wanted to do this trip and see the Day of the Dead, and you were a little concerned going into the trip. But is your buddy fulfilled? Are you being a good wingman for him?
I am. We went to a Lucha Libre wrestling competition the other.
Oh, those
the
are
other
fun,
night,
I bet.
Oh, that
think
is
he had
boring as this
15
always looks.
beers.
Like to me, I've always, I don't know, people, Lucha Libre. Every time I've seen it, that looks boring.
Don't they have an
No, it
overarching
was-
story behind each and every one of them?
I
now?
guess.
Yeah, well, this wasn't a huge event, but Mystico was there.
Mystico.
He's a big Mexican wrestler, and he's appeared in the American wrestling. AEW, I think, not WWE.
Yes.
But his entrance, he has his theme song, and everyone was singing in Spanish, and it moved me to tears. And I mean, I knew that this was a thing that happened because I'd been looking into it, but then people were singing, and it was just a nice.
So you enjoyed yourself. It was a good evening of wrestling.
It was. It
Did
was a nice
anybody pull a
evening of
move
wrestling.
as good as the Greg Russ move when he was like 12 or whatever? When they used to have backyard wrestling when that was a thing.
Which
and
was insane. If somebody
And
got
so,
hurt
and I don't know if you
on
were
a
the good guy
trampoline.
or the bad guy, but at one point, So he still had a go-kart from when he was younger. And he had a kitchen sink, I believe. Was it a kitchen
Yes,
sink
that's
in your garage?
that's correct.
And so,
Somehow we
as
got
part of his bit, he as the wrestler, he drives up in the go-kart with the kitchen sink and throws it into the ring.
Yeah, which the ring was the trampoline. Yes, that's a very accurate
Did anyone get hurt?
description. No, luckily.
cares
I
about
but
that?
that's what I'm saying. If somebody did,
Yeah.
it was a.
Let's
Would
not think
somebody
about
have
that.
sued my parents?
Look,
They are open, right?
It didn't happen.
Legally.
Don't have to worry about things that didn't happen. What I want to know is, did you see any move that night that matched the Greg Russ move from the backyard?
No, there were no go-karts or kitchen sinks, I have to
Kitchen
say.
sinkle.
So.
It's too bad. Maybe next time. Alex Williams says it's still a slow ride through downtown.
Yeah, no improvement yet this evening, Eric. We are still packed in on 400 southbound just south of Lenox with 75 delays starting just south of Moore's Mill. The improvement starts to come once you get past North Avenue and William Street heading down toward I-20. 75, 85 northbound, those brake lights still in place. University Avenue up to Freedom Parkway. Some trouble on 285 in DeKalb County with eyes on it at Sky Smith.
I-285 eastbound at I-20 in DeKalb County. We've got a crash in the right lane, and you are backed up to I-675. Traffic is brought to you by Reliable Heating and Air. Stop paying for expensive heating and air repairs or home warranties. Get a reliable protection plan for just $14.99 a month and enjoy 100% parts and labor coverage for any age, system, make, or model. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
If you've been in a wreck, trust the strong arm, John Foy and Associates. Hey, it's Smiler Mark McKay. I personally recommend John Foy since I've had the pleasure of personally getting to know him. We've been to a Braves game together, had lunch, and what I've taken away from each of our visits is respect. Respect for how much he cares and wants to help people. John Foy's compassion is what I appreciate. Trust isn't a given, it's earned, and John Foy has earned my trust. I recommend John Foy and Associates at johnfoy.com.
At Kroger, you never compromise. You get high quality and low prices. Like you never compromise your meal with our spring salad mix that's guaranteed fresh. And you never compromise your budget with low prices in every aisle. Kroger shoppers never compromise. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
It's BOGO week, so use your card for buy one, get one free deals on Kroger brand apple juice, Screamin' Sicilian pizza, and more participating items. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Critters creeping? Better call Breda Pest Management. They handle bugs and critters. And Breda is proud to sponsor Scott Slade, Georgia, every Thursday on Atlanta's Morning News.
Breda, no need to be afraid of bugs.
As we all start to ponder the things we're thankful for, how about sparing a thought for your faithful garage door? Protecting your car from the wind and rain, standing guard against hurricanes, and pelican poop. If crazy Uncle Mick ruins yet another dinner being overly thankful to a bottle of cheap hooch, how about you thank the hard-working garage door who's always there for you? Drive in and drive out. At Mo Better Garage, we make that way mo better. We can help you show some love by keeping your garage door healthy and happy. Clean and lubricate the tracks and rollers, or repair some old damage that gets on your nerves. And your door will stay loyal for years to come. How do I know? Because I'm Mo. Call Mo Better Garage and we'll come over and treat him nicer than Uncle Mick.
Mo Better Garage, we make it way more better.
MoBetterGarage.com.
So you're losing your hair and you need a simple solution that works, but you want the best. It's Mark Aram here. Modern technology, top-rated physicians. You want something that's guaranteed to work. Guys, you need Advanced Hair. Advanced Hair's completely redefined hair restoration, from the experience itself to the unmatched results they produce. Receding hairline, bald spot, thinning hair, address them all with a simple one-day treatment in a calm, relaxed environment with experienced pros. Advanced Hair has performed tens of thousands of breakthrough advanced FUE treatments, and get this, your own natural hair begins to regrow the very next day. No one else in Atlanta can offer the advanced FUE found at Advanced Hair. Fix your hair loss today, starting with your free consultation, and you'll also get $500 off if you move forward. Call 470-660-HAIR. Refine your hairline with a team that's redefined hair restoration. And don't forget to ask about that Advanced Hair Guarantee, 470-660-HAIR or advancedhair.com.
Live from the Superior Plumbing Studios.
News,
weather,
traffic.
95.5 WSB.
Atlanta's News and Talk.
At 6:30, I'm Bill Caiaccio. News is sponsored by Mark Spain Real Estate. Our top story, it is breaking news from Louisville, Kentucky, where a UPS cargo plane has crashed near the Louisville airport. Jason Colson saw it happen.
I was driving and I heard a loud, huge explosion down by the end of the runway there by the Ford plant.
UPS says 3 crew members were on board, but they have not yet confirmed any injuries or casualties yet. There are pictures of a large plume of smoke. The plane crashed on takeoff, igniting a huge fire on the ground. The FAA says Flight 2976 crashed around 5:15 after departing Muhammad Ali International Airport in Kentucky. The McDonnell Douglas MD-11 was headed to Hawaii. The FAA and NTSB will investigate. The FAA says the airport is now closed and there's a shelter-in-place order for an area within 5 miles of the airport. The crash is where UPS Worldport is located. It's an international air hub for the Sandy Springs-based company. The company says the 5.2 million square foot facility processes more than 400,000 packages an hour and is home to 20,000 UPS workers and 300 daily flights. Once again, a plane crash in Louisville, Kentucky. A UPS cargo plane has crashed near the Louisville airport. UPS says 3 crew members were on board, but they have not yet confirmed any injuries or casualties. Stay with WSB for the very latest. 66 degrees in Atlanta. We'll reach into the 70s tomorrow after a cool start. When does it get really cold? Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards is coming up. A march to the polls on Election Day.
I'd expect anywhere from 150 to 300.
Christopher Lambry, a political science major at Morehouse and a member of the university's Student Government Association, says it's the second time Morehouse, Spelman, and Clark Atlanta have organized a march to the polls. 2 seats are up for grabs on the Georgia Public Service Commission today, which is the regulating body that sets rates for utilities in the state, such as Georgia Power. State Elections Director Blake Evans says you shouldn't have to wait long for the results tonight.
So one of the great things about our state, our processes, and our laws is that we get results very quickly in our state. So I would say within 1 hour of polls closing.
There are also a number of other races on the ballot in the metro area, including mayor, city council seats, and a number of referendums. One Cobb County precinct will remain open late tonight due to technical issues while opening this morning. A judge orders the East Cobb precinct at Mount Bethel Church on Lower Roswell Road to remain open until 7:35 p.m. since voters were unable to cast their ballots until 7:35 this morning. Poll workers noticed problems involving sinking poll pads, but a technical team quickly fixed the problem. A former executive with the Atlanta Hawks is in a world of trouble. Federal prosecutors say Lester Jones, the former senior vice president of finance for the Hawks, used company credit cards and fake invoices to pay for luxury trips, jewelry, and personal expenses totaling millions of dollars. Jones has pleaded not guilty to 1 count of wire fraud. If convicted, he faces up to 20 years in federal prison. The White House says it is complying with court orders regarding SNAP benefits.
The recipients of these SNAP benefits need to understand it's going to take some time to receive this money because the Democrats have forced the administration into a very untenable position.
Press Secretary Caroline Leavitt is clarifying a social media post from President Trump today saying benefits wouldn't be paid until Democrats reopen the government. She says the president is referring to not wanting to tap into an emergency fund any further to pay for the food assistance program. Barrow County is dipping into its budget to help those in need. The county votes to use $30,000 out of the unassigned fund balance to support Meals on Wheels. The program provides food to mainly seniors who are homebound and not able to prepare their own food. It is now 6:34, and it's time for live team coverage of traffic and weather. Triple Team Traffic starts now with Alex Williams.
Unfortunately, got to sound a end of the PM rush travel advisory for Holly Springs, Bill. Got a crash, only your right lane squeaking by here. 575 southbound before 6's Road, exit 11. Already slow back before Holly Springs Parkway. Use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry as your alternates. 75 northbound, only brake lights I'm seeing that are left over there are leaving 575 tapping it as you get up past Chastain Road. And 85 285 northbound, still a little sluggish from Chamblee Tucker Road up into Norcross. And we got our eyes on trouble on 285 into Cobb County, Sky Smith.
Absolutely. I-285 eastbound at I-20. We still have that crash that's in the right lane, so just use caution when you're approaching that. We are jammed up back to I-675 from the Coolray Carrier Traffic Center. Triple Team Traffic, 95.5 WSB.
Now Atlanta Radio's only 5-day forecast with meteorologist Christina Edwards.
Clear and cool this evening as temperatures fall into the low to mid-40s through tomorrow morning. Sunny skies tomorrow afternoon, warming up to a high of 74. Sunshine on Thursday, morning low 48, afternoon high 75. Increasing cloud cover, but staying mainly dry Friday, high 73. The rain showers won't roll in until late Friday into early Saturday. Drying out Saturday afternoon, high 72. A few isolated rain showers on Sunday with a high of 68. Then freezing cold temperatures arrive just in time for Monday and Tuesday mornings.
68 in Midtown Atlanta, 65 in Noonan, 60 in Dunwoody. More news at 7 o'clock. Breaking news when it happens. I'm Bill Caiaccio, 95.5 WSB.
At Butler Lexus of South Atlanta, buying a car is more than a transaction. It's a 5-star experience because they value you. Enjoy personalized offers and luxury perks, all designed with you in mind. Visit ButlerLexusSouthAtlanta.com or call 800-NEW-LEXUS today. Butler Lexus South Atlanta, the standard of amazing.
I'm Jaron Solomon from Solomon Brothers Jewelers. This November, we're buying back your old gold and jewelry or giving you an extra 50% off in-store credit when you trade it in for something new. And there's no better time to get your jewelry appraised than now. Our experts will make sure that you get the most value for your pieces. Visit one of our 3 locations in Buckhead, Alpharetta, or Sharpsburg, or book your private appointment online at SolomonBrothers.com. Solomon Brothers Buyback Month. Luxury evolves. Let yours shine.
Normally, Rufus doesn't like the vet. But these veterans are his favorite. They protect our country. Veterans Day is November 11th, and Findlay Roofing honors our local vets. Dave Baker here for Findlay Roofing, the roof guys. Right now, veterans get a special $1,500 discount on roof replacement. Offer ends Veterans Day. 0% financing is available. Schedule your free roof analysis at FindlayRoofing.com.
Whether it's a slip that ends in a slip disc, a trick knee that's holding you back, or shoulder pain hurting your game, you can count on Northside Hospital Orthopedics. With leading care in Georgia at convenient locations all across the state, we're here to get you back on your feet, no matter what comes your way. Because Georgia moves us, and we keep Georgia moving. Find a provider near you at northside.com/ortho. That's northside.com/ORTHO.
So Greg just sent us a video of Mystico making his way to the ring. Mystico. Making his way to the ring. Listen, that is, if you want to see the local culture, was that in the little town you were in, or was that in Mexico City?
That was Oaxaca. Yeah, it was just like pretty much a gym.
Yeah, it's a little gymnasium. What I thought was hilarious is they do have some spotlights, but they keep all the lights on at the same time. So it was really... And the low-tech element of it, because the people are going crazy. He's coming in. Obviously, he's a big name for a small town, right?
Well, just in general in wrestling, especially
Right.
in Mexico, he's a big name. So for him to even show up in Oaxaca, it's a
Right.
big deal.
Yeah, it's a big deal. And people are kind of... But there's no, pyrotechnics or anything. He's just on a guy's shoulders going around the ring. It's great. And I'm watching it, and people are going crazy, and I'm thinking Greg Russ is crying. Thank God. That's
Just tearing up a bit.
I really. No, that's not doing touristy things. I don't think. Maybe everybody does. Maybe everybody takes in a wrestling match when they're in a small town in Mexico. But I think
It's just nice to see people excited about something that isn't politics.
Yes, that's a guy in a mask from parts unknown.
He's my age.
Oh, is he?
Yeah,
What, you
so
look
he
him
was
all
doing
up?
some moves. Yeah, he was doing some moves. Like, my God, my body couldn't do
Well, you know what I noticed? I noticed that Mystico, who was beloved by the crowd and was taking a moment to soak it all in, and then some bad guy kicks him right and knocks him down. Like this guy.
No.
This guy, I wasn't there for the match, but whatever Mystico dealt out to this guy, he deserved, Greg, because nobody
It was the
should
best of 3, actually. So I'll
blindside
tell you.
them. You don't blindside Mystico.
Yeah, it was
How
2 out of
long
3
was it?
falls. So I'll tell you, Mystico and his partners, it was a tag team match. They lost. They lost the first one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Well, yeah, you got to get the
You
crowd. You got to
better
get
bet
the
they
crowd.
came back.
Yeah, they came back.
That first one, they just got their butts kicked. Like, he
Yeah.
came in, the crowd's going wild, and immediately, yes, they started stomping on him.
Yes. Well, of course, you got to get the crowd. You got to give crowd something. There's nothing like a comeback.
That's why
right?
it's fun.
Yeah.
That's why it's fun. Like you talking about not being entertaining. If you just let yourself go and like, yes,
well, I enjoyed that. I enjoyed that. I don't know if I
it's
get on a
fun.
plane and go all the way down there to see it, but I did enjoy
You go
it.
see it at State Farm.
And there you go.
I didn't even go see Paul McCartney at State Farm.
Which I'm shocked. I'm shocked you didn't go either day.
Well, what are the ticket prices for Paul McCartney? I'll tell you what those ticket prices were for fourth row, $20 a piece.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I think McCartney was a little bit. I'll tell you something.
They had deals that day.
I didn't hear anything about the McCartney show. Like no shows. He had 2 shows, Sunday and Monday. I've heard. Has anybody heard anything? Were they good? Were they bad?
Just
no
videos.
buzz.
Just videos on X. And
Nope.
I played some of them for you. And
Yeah, well, I know what his voice sounds
Yeah.
like. My understanding is this is the thing about McCartney now, because I've seen this by watching people who review. Like I saw this guy who reviews usually like metal shows and stuff like that, and he was overwhelming. He even mentioned the voice. He's like, you noticed that the next day. But I think what it is if you've never seen him before, the show still delivers. Just because it's like this song after that 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 song. But I think if you're like me and you've seen him a few times, then maybe you're hearing the voice more. But I don't know how anyone can miss the voice in the middle of Maybe I'm Amazed.
or Blackbird.
But
That's
I haven't
the one
heard.
we're.
I haven't heard a damn. I just haven't heard anything. I don't know if they sold out. Did he? Excuse me. What's that, Paul? Are you singing Blackbird? It's still. He's got an album coming out that's gonna be.
Someone's knocking at the door. Somebody's ringing the bell.
Yeah, it's death.
Now that's just.
Oh.
That's just not right.
The figure. It's true, though.
That's
It's
just
true.
Not right.
It's
no,
true. I was
he's
having
never gonna die. He's Paul McCartney.
I was having a similar conversation today about Harrison Ford. It's like he's 83 now. It's like how many days? It could be another 5
Could
years.
be another
6
10 years. You don't know.
One more movie.
Yeah, you might have another trilogy.
Well, we just
Star
saw
Wars.
like Sandy Koufax was at the Dodgers World Series
looked
game.
pretty
He's like
good.
94. He looks
Yeah,
great.
but he's not going out there to pitch.
Okay, I'll give you that. But we weren't talking about that. We were talking about when death is going to come to Harrison Ford.
Not soon enough.
Harrison Ford's got another trilogy in him. Another Star Wars.
You
Yeah.
think so?
Yeah.
Another
never
Indiana
see-
Jones movie.
He's dead.
Yeah.
He can't come back.
What was the thing we were talking about earlier where we recognized Autumn was the one who pierced it with the there can't be prequels. What were we talking about?
Oh, Wicked.
Yeah. Did you ever think of this, Greg? I don't know why. It's so obvious to me. And Autumn brought it up, the whole Wicked thing. Now the second one's out, but it was a musical. It's a prequel to The Wizard of Oz.
It's
Yeah, it should have only been one.
No, hold on. This is what I never thought of, and the genius Autumn brought this up, and the whole thing is ridiculous.
Oh, wow.
Spoiler alert, at the end of The Wizard of Oz, it's a dream. There can't be a prequel or backstories. It was a dream. It wasn't real.
But there was a book that this is based off of. So
Did he?
hear
Well,
what
he
you're
wrote
saying.
Baum.
He wrote 1 million of these books.
Yeah, because he wanted money.
So is the idea? You say that as if it's a negative thing.
No, I mean, but it was so
It did sound
successful.
like
He
he
just
wrote 1 million of them like a loser.
Return to Oz. That was a big one.
Yeah,
I get that, but I mean, now I never read the books. Was it not a dream in the?
Correct.
The
It was
book?
not. It was a real place called Oz.
So
No, but you only know that because of Wicked.
No, I'm saying the books are written in in that Oz is an actual place for
Oh,
both
so
Wicked
that was
and for Wizard
so that
of Oz.
was a movie thing,
Correct.
where they decided to
To
have
make it a
that
dream,
at the
yes.
end.
Well,
Okay.
this is also a movie thing.
Well, I know. Well, I know that, but if it's based more, I can't criticize it the way I've criticized it.
It
if it's
should
based,
say-
if it follows the books better than
It does.
the famous movie
It
that
should
we
say
all know.
Wicked, based on whatever guy you just said.
L. Frank Baum. He's
L.
the guy who
Frank
wrote
Baumgartner.
The Wizard of Oz.
What?
He wrote many
Money
books.
grab.
The movie.
One movie. Should
Money
be
grab.
one movie.
The movie is, I believe, a couple of the books combined. So it's, and
Well,
also
it's
the books are a
stage
lot
show.
scarier. The books are a lot scarier. Like they turned the movie into a musical, and that made it lighter. If you remove the music and think about the themes of that movie, it's
The flying-
pretty,
yeah, the
Return to
evil
Oz?
monkeys.
pretty scary. But there's a movie called Return. Is it Return to Oz?
That's creepy. That's
Yeah.
creepy.
Yeah, because
Return to Oz.
the Return to Oz is like the books as opposed to the Wizard of Oz. So I take it back, Ariana Grande.
Dang. I
And
thought I was a genius.
yeah, you weren't a genius.
Yeah.
it
Just
turns
Just
out
a dummy.
you know what you were? You were a faux genius,
Yeah.
Oh, man.
which
For a
is the
minute.
same thing as a dummy.
Genius, but just for a moment.
Did it feel good?
Momentary
It
Genius.
did.
Momentary Genius.
It did.
Good show name.
Hey, let's call
All
the show
these-
Momentary Genius.
And use that
There's
image I
that-
took of Autumn earlier as the.
Oh God! Please don't use that. Oh
What
my
is it? I'd like to see
What?
this.
She was looking
Why
through
can't
her
I see this?
Excels, Well, excuse me? Yes?
What is this image? Where was it?
Before the show, Autumn had this kind of look. She was just, we didn't know what, we looked at,
was
she looked
relaxed.
like, it was kind of odd.
Is that how you describe relax?
It was an odd look on her face.
You don't know what you look like when you're just looking at.
It turns out she was
concentrating,
looking at an
thinking.
Excel, like a spreadsheet.
Yeah.
And she just looked very, no, we're not going to use that because that's not really Autumn.
There you go.
Do you have a doppelganger? What's going on? That's
is
not you in that picture.
I don't even know.
Just some other 42-year-old chick with pink hair.
Exactly.
A dime a dozen. Alex Williams says there's a crash on 575 in Holly Springs.
Yeah, late evening jam on 575 South, Eric, between Canton and Holly Springs due to this left lane crash before 6's Road exit 11. A couple easy ways around it. You can use Highway 5 or Bells Ferry Road. Now down into DeKalb County, southeast side of the perimeter, they're holding all lanes right now, 285 east or northbound, the outer loop just before I-20 exit 46. Trying to clear this trouble that's been in the right lane, keeping the ride slow back to 675. What's it looking like now through downtown Atlanta, Sky Smith?
You can expect delays I-75 northbound from South Marietta Parkway up to Town Center Mall. I-575, your ride into Woodstock is improving. Just a few brake lights from Bells Ferry Road to Highway 92. Triple T in traffic, 95.5 WSB.
The U.S. is investing up to $1 billion to fight the spread of bird flu.
At the top and bottom of every hour.
Traffic congestion around Metro Atlanta continues to cost commuters.
And when it breaks.
The suspect is in critical condition after being struck multiple times.
Check back 3, 4, 5 times a day for the latest.
95.5 WSB, Atlanta's breaking news station.
The holidays are approaching, so let my friends at Publix help you save money by shopping on the buy one, get one deals each week. Hey, it's Mark Aram. Yeah, there are BOGOs galore at your neighborhood Publix supermarkets. I love going in there and just following the yellow brick road of BOGOs. Save when you shop with the latest buy one, get one free items, deals on your favorites, and make sure you check out the BOGO deals before you shop. You can find the weekly ad online at Publix.com or in the Publix app. Publix, where shopping is a pleasure.
If you're seeing cracks in the walls upstairs, downstairs, or outside, maybe even a door not closing, call the Foundation Repair Specialist. Hi, it's Mark Beckham here with Atlanta Ramjack, and we are your leading foundation repair experts. Set up your free estimate right now at atlantaramjack.com.
You fell in love with her because she's unlike any other woman in the world, so why settle for an ordinary engagement ring you could find almost anywhere? Well, I know a place where you can design your own custom engagement ring. Terra Fine Jewelry Company. At Terra, the styles and designs are endless, and their expert jewelers make it easy to bring your personally designed engagement ring to life. Your bride-to-be deserves more than a cookie-cutter engagement ring, so explore the vast options of custom design rings at Terra Fine Jewelry Company in Beaufort, Georgia. Terra Fine Jewelry Company.
1-877 Cards for Kids. KARS Cards for Kids.
Ready to get rid of that old car? Donate it to Cars for Kids. Call 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS to reach a friendly live agent. Donation's super easy, and your car can be picked up as soon as tomorrow. Call us now, 1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS.
1-877-CARS-FOR-KIDS. Donate your car today. Did you know you can donate real estate too?
Anyone on the roads in North Georgia knows that tractor trailers are everywhere. For my friends in the motorcycle community, a distracted big rig could change your life forever. Hey, it's Eric Von Hessler. Steel Horse Law specializes in motorcycle accidents involving trucks, and they can protect you from big corporations and their armies of lawyers. Steel Horse Law can help you get back on your feet, medical bills paid, back to work, and your case resolved. Schedule your free accident evaluation at steelhorselaw.com.
Will my hair really grow back? Do I still get to have a birthday party? Can my teddy come into the machine with me? Will you stay with me tonight, Mommy?
Every day, kids at Children's Healthcare of Atlanta ask questions they should never have to. By giving today, you can help us answer them. With your support, our kids get the care and treatment they need. And even a birthday, they'll never forget. Give to Children's for that. Donate today at choa.org/give.
Sell your home with Mark Spain Real Estate and get the strongest cash offer in the industry. You'll save time, make the most money, and eliminate all the hassle. Hi, it's Chris Chandler. Go to markspain.com to get a guaranteed offer on your home today and start packing.
When you're hiring, have you ever felt like you're missing out on meeting truly great candidates for your roles? It seems impossible to find them, but they have to be out there somewhere, right? Well, they're not hard to find when you know where to go, and that place is ZipRecruiter. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter helps 10 million people with their job search every day. And because these people are actively looking for jobs just like yours, it's easy to find the right person right away. In fact, 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. But if you're not using ZipRecruiter, you're missing out. So see what it's like when the impossible is easy. When you go to ZipRecruiter.com/free right now to try ZipRecruiter for free. Once again, that's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free. Never miss out on great candidates with ZipRecruiter.
Just like your car, your septic system needs regular maintenance. Hi, I'm Shannon, the owner of Scorpion Septic. If you're seeing bubbles in your toilet, pooling in your yard, slow draining, or your toilet won't flush, you need Scorpion Septic.
Take the sting out of septic service with Scorpion Septic, where there is never a pump out charge with your repair. Call for more information. ScorpionSepticServices.com.
ScorpionSepticServices.com.
Fresh Johnny.
Song.
Yeah, that would seem like a natural when Rick Rubin was bringing songs to Johnny Cash.
I mean, there's
Why didn't
17
he do
albums. Maybe he did.
He's still putting out albums.
I know.
Death has not stopped Johnny Cash.
No, it
He's
hasn't.
put out quite a few
I love
albums.
Johnny Cash.
Somebody should have given him that song, Sam Stone. I would love to have heard Johnny Cash sing the John Prine song. Anyway, that has nothing to do with our last segment here. Greg Russ is with us, still in Mexico City. When you
Yes.
come back to the States tomorrow?
Maybe, unless the air traffic control system finally falls apart.
Well, you never know.
Shut down.
You never know. We don't have a government here anymore.
Sorry.
So we don't have a. Did you vote? Shelley Winter joins us. You know, his show is on after hours, and not after hours, meaning like 2 o'clock in the morning. I mean, after our show, Shelley Winter is on. I take it you, being a good citizen, have voted.
Yep. Voted this morning.
And so you're doing everything you can to stop Trump. I take it at this point. No?
There's no one on the ballot to stop him. There's no one on the ballot to stop him.
Well, you know, you can just send a message, you know. With when I was getting out of the car today, I was listening to music on the way in, and when I get out of that car, I heard Eric Erickson say that there's some communist in Georgia that could be elected. Do you know who he was talking about?
PSC race. They're not communists.
Well, I mean, he might have said socialist. I think he said. I think maybe he said socialist.
That they've been calling him that. Let me tell you, I think Republicans miss the mark when everybody becomes a communist or a socialist because they're a Democrat. And I don't think it's effective messaging on Election Day especially, because there's some people who view communism and socialism way differently than you do. And I just
right,
don't
you might
think
get
it's
some people go, what?
Oh, what?
Yeah. We can have a communist?
Right. You know, I just don't think it's effective. The Democrats, I don't agree with them, but one of the things that the two PSC commissioners on the Democrat side, they want to have Georgia Power do is to have subsidies for impoverished and the elderly, retirees, and not have their rates go up.
Well, they should have taken a better chance, you know, with their lives. They should have made better decisions, Shelley. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you're 70 and cold. I'm sorry.
Republicans will say that we will bear the brunt of that,
Yeah.
and their argument is Georgia Power should bear the brunt.
Well, here's my argument. I want to know, are these people going to have anything to say in the future when we're told by all the billionaire tech guys that we have to pay higher electricity bills to build their data centers to make them wealthier? I don't care if they're communist, socialist, capitalist, whatever. I want somebody there to go, no, you're going to reap the rewards. You're going to be the ones who pay the extra money to build this out.
For those who voted, that was a very contentious issue. And one of the things I'm going to talk about on my show is I do believe that Republicans did know there was an election. A lot of people saying they didn't know, and I don't believe that. I think a lot of Republicans did know there was an election, and I think they were willing to let the Democrat win without about voting for them because of that issue. With the data centers, particularly here in Georgia.
There's no reason that we should have to pay higher electricity bills so that they can get their data centers for AI. There's none. I mean, and if there isn't a politician that's going to stand up for the people, then to hell with them all.
Yeah,
You know?
I think that's why
these
we're
guys
so
are
slow coming.
billionaires,
Yeah.
multi-billionaires.
And Georgia's one of the biggest states for the new data centers coming in because of there's so many
rural areas and stuff. But a lot of times what they do is they come into these small areas and they come in with a lot of construction jobs and everything like that. And people are like, yay. Yeah, but what happens after the thing is constructed?
And they're also coming
Everybody in
into,
the state has to have higher electric bills.
and they're also coming into a lot of minority areas like College Park and areas
So we love
like
the
that.
jobs and all that,
right.
yeah.
And the politicians are selling out the people with these data
All
centers
right,
because
you know
they don't
what?
provide jobs.
I'm
They're
a
just
capitalist.
a data center.
I'm a capitalist, but I think we need a couple of good commies these days to
Balance it out.
Put the brakes on some things.
With the data centers, doesn't it make sense to kind of put them closer to the airport, though? I kind of feel like that makes sense. Legit. You'd rather have like warehouses and data centers near an airport compared to having a
Well, a
house.
data center doesn't need it. A warehouse, yes, but a data center, once it's built, it's just, you need electricity.
Many of those communities are residential communities, so the people there don't want to live next to
Right,
a
that's
data
fair.
center.
And they're loud. Data centers are loud.
Right.
And listen, if you don't stop talking, the
Sorry.
Shelley Winter Show will never happen because they got a show after this called the Shelley Winter Show.
Sorry.
The music's playing. Greg Russ, if you do travel tomorrow, we wish you good travels.
Thank you.
That music is telling us two things: shut the hell up, get the hell out. That's exactly what we're going to do. Make way for Shelley Winter here. He's got a great radio show for you, as he always does. We'll be back tomorrow, 3 p.m. You're all invited to join us, but until then, continue on your journey. Don't